Take some on YouTube. Yo, it's your boy MO3. Man, we're live. We're going down. Yeah, I can't say that wet cash shit. Hold up. Yo, what it is, man? It's your boy MO3 live in a Dallas Metro play. And if you're tuned in, then hell no, that shit whack in the bill. Hell no, fuck.
God. I'm bubbling, nigga. 3G4L, nigga. Look. Another state with the game. Got my foot in the sand. Don't mention me in none of your comments. Go pick up your man. Slide and don't say nothing. They go fuck on the bitch. All they know Fats in jail, but they don't know what he did. Fuck the comments in the post. This is real life. If I ever catch a op, he gon' die that night. Bro be tryna tell me chill. No, I ain't living right. But he know I'm for the smoke, so don't believe the hype. If I got a step, then it is what it is. Balenciaga print. When I drop the little bitch, got it. Walk over him, and we won't say nothing. Fuck getting them touched, bitch, I'ma crush him. That's what I'm
talking about. Body bags, I'm corrupted by homicide. Stuck in war, I'm just tryna get you dropped in somebody. Telling the gang it's only us, don't let them in. We do it on taking back 3 on everybody and my friend. So I'm riding with this crime. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner, so I've been putting my trust inside my chopper. It's only us, don't let them in. Do it on our own if we got. Lay in your bushes till the morning if we got to, yeah.
100 pounds, I broke them down, I swear I ran through them. And if a nigga want them problems, we gon' tend to him. I'm in the trenches, relaxed, chillin' with my feet up in my handgun. Niggas just be talking, but ain't saying nothing. I was taught to watch these niggas and keep it pistol. I be damned if I start laying with my nigga, even though I miss him. Niggas acting like bitches, I don't understand them, I don't get them. Got it straight out the trenches with some niggas that'll come kill. Remember when my granny told me I'm a man now? She seen a nigga go get it without no hand down. I'm a real nigga, hands down. Stay focused, ain't got time to be playing around. That's a spaceship in, I can hear what they saying now. Good cushion, the L designer symbols all on my belts. Look in the mirror, boy, you good? Yeah, I'm just talking to myself. I just be thinking about the hood, like how I came up from there. And we ain't going back, no cost account, I promise, I swear. Yeah, I been going in early in the morning, stacking up this paper till this shit start getting boring. I kill you, that's a warning. My niggas be on it. All the fucking money got these bitches acting horny.
Body bags, I'm corrupted by homicide. Stuck in war, I'm just tryna get you dropped in somebody. Telling the gang it's only us, don't let them in. We do it on taking back 3 on everybody and my friend. So I'm riding with this crime. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner, so I've been putting my trust inside my chopper. It's only us, don't let them in. Do it on our own if we got. Lay in your bushes till the morning if we got to, yeah. So I've been putting my trust inside my chopper. It's only us, don't let them in. Do it on our own if we got. Lay in your bushes till the morning if we got to, yeah.
Let's motherfucking go, man. Salute to my boy, Mr. Abney, man, for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Renewing that membership, being locked in for 5 whole months, man. Salute to my bro, man. Like, man, salute to everybody in the building, man. Salute. Happy hump day. You know what I'm saying? Hump day. Happy hump day, man, to everybody under the sound of my voice, man. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely appreciate y'all. Like I tell y'all, I thank God for each and every one of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Got another dope episode lined up for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? Got another dope episode lined up for y'all today. We finna chop it up about some things, you know what I'm saying? But look, do me a favor, man. Do me a favor, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. My good bros, my good sis, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that support the platform. I most definitely appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Do me a favor, man. Do me a solid. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button for your boy, man. Hit that like button for your boy as you enter the building. You know what I'm saying? Come in with an open mind, positive energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you already know, man, we do have a goal, man. We do have a goal. 10 super chats, $5 or more to help your brother get through the door, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you got it in your heart to give, man, you know what I'm saying? There'd be a blessing to a brother that needs a blessing. You heard me? I thank y'all in advance, man. Pretty P. That's a new page or something? Salute to Kimberly, man. Salute to Kimberly for those gifts. Pretty, is that a new page or something? Pretty big. I don't know though, but let's turn up in here, man. Let's turn up in here. Cause we gonna get straight to the shits naive, man. Like I said, man, look, hit the like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button for your boy. Share the live out. You know what I'm saying? Support the platform, man. You know what I'm saying? Support the platform. But in the meantime, between time, let's turn up, man. Let's go, man.
It's only right that I tell my side of the story.
My motherfucking drink.
Yeah. I pray that the gun jam when they catch me lacking. Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. Allah my creator. They hate that I won. I'm the Undertaker. I don't need a gun, yeah, I'm still the same. With or without it, I'ma rep the game. But I keep it on me, rockin' like my chain. Smoke 'em like a doobie, shoot 'em by his brain. School 'em with the toolie, ooh, I'm not a lane. Up it, I'ma shoot it, we are not the same. You up it just to scare me, let me walk away. Guy, why he playin', he gon' die today. Fan going crazy when I'm out of state. Whole wanna rape me, tryna get a baby. Nigga plotting on me, snatch him by his face. Farrakhan, Malcolm X, I'm out the game. Leprechaun, cold burner by the way. Chinchilla, four-wheeler doing a race. Burn 'em. My philosophy is something different. She won't swallow me, she not frisky. Bitches lie to me, I'm not tripping. Niggas lie to me, I won't listen. Pop up with them sticks and get ignorant. Black tuck with this dick in my bridge. Fornicate shine like an ornament out on the Christmas tree. Ho, do not mention me. Bleed from the body like a hoe on a period. Came from the streets, but I speak something serious. There they go, looking, I'm looking out in the mirror. We ready, we go get it and hit it, I got a visual. Talk to the devil, lay down on my pillow. Told the reaper, don't kill him if I can't go with him. Beef on the block, I don't talk, I just whisper. We beat they block up, fuck the loudest that is. Glizzy this Glock 23, whole fit. Pay extra for the fullest, so that bitch shoot swift out. Going next the last nigga, what he did to stole from it like a snake, name starving, sitting looking. And my IG pictures wishing he was with ya. All they racks on me like Serena playing tennis. Look me in the face, nigga, when you talk to blood nigga, but I'm big bitch, thought I was a bully. All black A-con, Trayvon with the hoodie. Lethal when I spray something, jumping out of bushes. Lost a lot of niggas to the fact that I'm a wing. Could never call a nigga knowing I ain't got a free. 17 on the cell block, I was in the peak. And I can't name once a nigga came to me. I grew up the hard way, so I refuse to see that struggle on my daughter's face. My baby, my son getting bigger, look just like me, and it's hard to say. Hope that boy don't grow up to be no gangster. He just one yelling gang. I'm like, damn, Trey Day. When that cell lock on that cell block, I'm like, damn. Got on my hands and pray. When they got my own, that's real to feed my fam. Made me a man to me a top shot to me a mirror, the boy Bumper Club. Running in the land of it. Yeah. Booyaka, Ruga, but I demand the king. I demand it. Hey, your bitch find me grapes. And the love for and for way. Hey, or you get amputated. I do not procrastinate. Oh, no. I'm going shit on these boys, and I'm not constipated. Bitch, I've been patiently waiting. Why? I had some harder days. They hurt my feelings, and I can't lie when I heard people say MO3 fell off, oh, he ain't high no more. But did you think? Shit got real, that's what that is. I had to fight them cases. I'm a gangster, I ain't fake. Keep it real before that deal. Born with when I was raised. Really real was in that field. Ask my mama, ask my aunt. For real. Or that Glock, man down. Knock his face in. Old summer, take him under. Oh, he shake. I was broke like you. I was poor like you. I ain't had nowhere to go. I couldn't buy no food. I'm starving. Barely had a cell phone. Knowing that bill was due. Can't call me. I was wearing the same clothes and the same shoes. God gave me the strength to do my thing, so I'ma do it. No, I'm not a saint, but still a praise him in my music. Stood up like a man, held it down and kept it moving. Why they in the rush to take me down? Hope I lose, man.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Let's go. Yeah.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
What he say? You heard me. The boy said, God gave me the strength to do my thing, so I'm going to do it. You hear me? And that's exactly what we here to do on this beautiful Wednesday. You hear me? To do it. You hear me? God gave me the strength to do my thing, so I'm going to do it. Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. What you there talking about, Pretty P? Said, Josh, I would never volunteer to be your co-host. You cuss too much. I said, I cuss too much. Oh, nah, man. Co-host, man. I don't even want no more co-hosts, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want no more co-hosts, man. But all y'all my co-hosts, though. Whether you like it or not. Whether you on the platform or not. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that be in the chat is my co-host, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building, man. I hope y'all hit that like button. Where we at, man? 67 likes. Oh, y'all hoeing me out. Y'all hoeing me out, man. I know we can get to 100, man. I know we can get to her done, man. Yes, I'm up early with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm up early with it. I kind of like doing the early lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm up early with it, man. You know what I'm saying? So salute to y'all. Quick. What it do, girl? What's up with you? Fancy catch up in the building. Sis Kimberly, I see you. My bro, slow walking guy in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all do me a favor too. I apologize. It's two things, right? Matter of fact, do me this favor. I'll get to the second thing, you know what I'm saying, when we start the show. But do me a favor, man, moderators. Can y'all please, I apologize, even though I did share it on my community wall, and I know everybody know by now, but just in case some people don't know, make sure we drop in Mama Nicole YouTube channel link in the chat. Can y'all do that for me, moderators? Can we make sure that we just drop it, you know what I'm saying? The same, put it in rotation with the hit the like buttons and all the other stuff that y'all be saying, my Twitch link. Make sure that we, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we drop in Miss Nicole link over her. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all might be busy right now, so I'm just saying, not just for this live, for future references. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sure we do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we in this bitch, man. We in this bitch, man. Where we at on the like button, though, man? 77? All right, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we all need a little minute to warm up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we all need a little minute to warm up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the numbers ain't numbering right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We zero on the goal. You know what I'm saying? We zero on the goal. The likes ain't at 100. God damn, this finna be a rough life, man. This finna be a rough life, man. You know what I'm saying? This finna be a rough life. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, hit the like button for you, boy. Shut the live out, man. Look, drop them gorillas in the chat back like I told y'all, man. We got another dope show for y'all today, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's right off the back of Key One talking about some things last night. But we gonna get into all of that when the show start, man. So let's get the numbers to looking good, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's help your brother complete the goal. $5. You know what I'm saying? 10 super chats, $5 or more. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the lights to the hunt done, man. Let's go, man. Let's get it, man. Let's go, man. Let's play that MO3 one last time, man. Then we gonna get into the shits, man. man. We ain't gonna let them. You know what I'm saying? What they thought, man? What they thought, man? We ain't gonna let them, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna let them, man. If you can relate to this song, man, then this song is for you. You hear me? No weapon formed against you gonna prosper, man. We ain't gonna let them. You hear me? But salute to everybody, man. Salute to Shanice Davis, man, for coming through with her $5 contribution. You know what I'm saying? Kicking the goal off right. You know what I'm saying? Getting us one step closer. You know what I'm saying? Well, probably 9 steps closer to our goal. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. Charlene coming with that bike. You know what I'm saying? Charlene coming through with the $5. I appreciate you, sis. You know what I'm saying? She said it worked, but here. Let's go, man. I appreciate you, Charlene. Most definitely appreciate you, man. Look at Juice coming through with her little eyeballs. What's up with your mama? What's up with your mama? You know what I'm saying? But salute to everybody in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, it been so much going on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't forgot to tell y'all. Hold on, what a like said, man. What a like said. 96, man. Come on, y'all. Don't hold me out today, man. Come on, man. Don't hold me out today, man. You know what I'm saying? At least get the likes to 100 for your boy. Can we do that? Get the likes to 100 for your boy, man, because y'all in for a treat. I'm telling you, man, y'all are in for a treat, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what time it is, man. You know what I'm saying? But first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, before we get into the actual show, she said, always, let's go. I already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I already know what it is, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, what's up with your Juice? Said Juice. I see you in the building. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I saw Charlene came through with another 5 on it. You heard me? Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, man, let's get some color in the chat, man. I appreciate you, sis. Most definitely appreciate you, man. And thank you once again to Shanice Davis as well, man. We just need 7 more super chats, $5 or more. You know what I'm saying? Help your boy get through the door, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm finna do some reading. We got a couple videos to watch. But first thing first, you know what I'm saying? Please do not forget to go subscribe and support Miss Mama Nicole. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, y'all, forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me. I've been having a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I've been having a lot going on lately that I forgot to tell y'all. I had a conversation, right? Via message, you know what I'm saying? Look back and forth. I had a conversation with what's the name of the Tulsa? The Tulsa, what's the name of y'all? Help me out, because I don't want to go to my IG. Because I be calling Tulsa Knights. I don't know if that's the y'all help me out. Somebody help me out. You know what I'm saying? Help me out. Because I don't feel like clicking out the chat and going to my Instagram. But I had a conversation with them. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Do y'all even know who I'm talking about? What's up, Miss America? Do y'all even know who? Okay, let me go to my IG real quick. No, not Queen Tulsa. Get the fuck out of here, Candace. You talking about some Queen Tulsa? Hell no. Nah. Let me go find this name. Let me hurry up and go find this goddamn. Hold on, man. She talking about some Queen Tulsa. What's up with your face, sis? I see what you said in the chat too. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. She talking about some Queen Tulsa. It got me. She look at you a moderator, and I love her. Because anybody else come through and say some shit like that. Hold on, man. I'm trying to find Tulsa Knights. Tulsa Knights. You know what I'm saying, man? I might well stay there and just read the part that I want to so I can read it verbatim. You know what I'm saying? Had a lengthy conversation with the brother. Y'all, okay, so first of all, let's slow down. Are y'all familiar with the Tulsa Knights? The Tulsa Knights Entertainment Group, Tulsa Knight record label, whatever. The people they're supposed to be. Yeah, let me take this off the screen. I still got it up there. Let me take that off the screen, man. I don't know what's up with your flag. Are y'all familiar? Yeah, the Tulsa Knights record label. Yes. The ones that are in the that are currently in the lawsuit with Spotify and a couple more other corporations. You know what I'm saying? Cause they did a song. Yes, the Silver Suit. You know what I'm saying? The Silver Suit. Well, long story short, right? Okay, MO3 did a song with an artist from the Tulsa Knights record label, right? And they went to, you know what I'm saying, try to post and distribute the song they had with MO3, and end up getting taken down. You know what I'm saying? End up getting taken down. Now there's this big Silver Suit going on with that record label, Tulsa Nights, you know what I'm saying, Spotify, and a couple more other corporations involved in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's been lightly rumbled. It's been overshadowed by a lot of other stuff, but it's been lightly talked about within the space, especially with Madam O and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I decided to reach out to the brother because a whole bunch of, you know how it is in this sector. You know what I'm saying? Once something get put out there, then the speculation get attached to it and all of that, and we don't be knowing what's real or what's not. Does this have something to do with rainwater? Does this have anything to do with the estates? You know what I'm saying? Those are some of the questions, you know what I'm saying, that people that was in tune with this had at the time. So a couple weeks ago, y'all, I'm very late on this. My bad. It completely slipped my mind. I even had a conversation with the good brother. You know what I'm saying? But so we chopped it up. Let me get to the part that I want to read, y'all. I was trying to get him to come do a sit down. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what I'm saying? He might be listening because he do have my channel and all that. So I was trying to get him to sit down, but all stuff started happening, so I never did a follow up with him. I'm gonna hit him up again soon. You know what I'm saying? And see where we at as far as that sit down. As if I even, you know what I'm saying, want to do that again, but hold on, what you mean? What happens? It nothing. Like that. So okay. He said, I don't see how when the rainwater not gonna speak on a lawsuit on the internet in private. Yeah. Okay, so one thing for sure. Okay, for anybody thinking that this man in rainwater have any type of beef or anything going on, that's a no. Basically, I'm just gonna tell you, I ain't gonna read it out verbatim or whatever. But he did want us to know that hold on, let me read it. He said, all I'm going to say is this. Me and 3 will forever be in the law history books when this is all over with. Even in death, 3 is making history. We changing the whole industry. We are breaking the shield and sword. Welcome to the DMCA reckoning. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing we wanted to get across. You know what I'm saying? There is no smoke with the estates. You know what I'm saying? There's no smoke with rainwater. This is simply to a Spotify and those other 2 corporations. All right. So I don't have all the answers to the lawsuit. None of that. Hopefully I can get this brother in for a sit down or whatever the case may be. But just to dispel those rumors attached to that situation that a lot of people speculating about. No, this has nothing to do with rainwater. He's not an op of Tulsa Nights group. You know what I'm saying? Neither is the States or Mo3's family. You know what I'm saying? All right. So if that conversation ever come back up, y'all know that information right there. All right. So got that out the way. And I just had to do that because trust me, I just slipped my mind. And I had a lengthy conversation with the brother. I ain't gonna lie to you. We chopped it up about a lot. You know what I'm saying? We chopped it up about a lot, but I just wanted to get those 2 things out because I know that's what's been in the public. And like I said, I'll follow up with the brother and see what's going on, get an update, and see if we can get him in for a sit down. You know what I'm saying? He he's aware of the Mo3 sector, and unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, these days the Mo3 sector carry a bad name. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? They think every blogger in the sector on some bullshit. All right, we gotta do better. Cause if a nigga, if you go out trying to get an interview, you know what I'm saying, and you let people know, look, I come with Mo3 sector, they go like, oh hell no. Nah. Oh hell no. Nah. They think you like the main bloggers that they see. And you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? He talking about he got trust issues and all of that and woo. And I understand it. I understand it fucking with this space. So, you know what I'm saying? But we did have a lengthy conversation and he put me up on game about some things, you know what I'm saying? And gave me some clarity on some things. So shout out to him, man, and much success to him, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. So the reason why we are here today, family, the reason why we are here today, let me get organized. You know what I'm saying? Let me get organized, man. Make sure y'all please hit the like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Share the live out, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all help your boy complete the goal, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a super chat, $5 or more. Help your brother get through the door. You feel me? Hold on, let me get organized over here. Because last night, you know what I'm saying, very briefly, because my night times, you know what I'm saying, don't be as free as they used to be. You know what I mean? So very briefly, I was listening to Key One and I ran a little bit back this morning. Matter of fact, his last 2 lives, right? Now the first live, I don't know what the hell was going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I got in there, I got in the chat, and people were saying that Keyone White was talking about taking a plea deal, right? And my response was basically like, well, shit, he been contemplating this for a couple months. So for me, it really is not breaking news. Yes, he finally said the phrase "take a plea deal." He never said it before. He always, you know what I'm saying, did the riddle McGriddle type shit. You know what I'm saying? But as of late, he been saying the phrase, "I'm considering taking a plea deal." Woo woo woo. But nevertheless, like that's been that's kind of been his mindset for like the last 2 or 3 months since I've been talking to him. And that's why I haven't been talking to him as much, you know what I'm saying, as of late, because you know what I'm saying, I look, we had our conversations, you know what I'm saying. I got a feel for who Keyone is as a person, you know what I'm saying, and I also planted some seeds. You know what I'm saying? I planted some seeds, and sometimes you gotta plant seeds and get the fuck out the way and let the seeds grow. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him the information that I felt like that he should have to make whatever decision he should have. He argued me up and down before. You know what I'm saying? He argued me up. He started off arguing me up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That ain't that, woo, woo, woo. But now I've been hearing him, you know what I'm saying, at least these last couple lives, and it seems like me and him on the same page now. You know what I'm saying? It seems like, man, he's aware. I think he finally accepted that not only Jose Bodega, but Jerry Johnson is also, you know what I'm saying? Also, you know what I'm saying? He didn't flip. He said Keyone is lying about taking a plea. That's why I say I believe it when I see it. I believe it when I see it. You know what I'm saying? I believe it when I see it. I ain't gonna knock him. I ain't saying he ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't even know if he gonna do it or not right now. But I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna get too high and too low about it. You know what I'm saying? I believe it when I see it. And if he do it, that's probably when I have my next conversation with Keyone. You know what I'm saying? Up until then, you know what I'm saying? Like do your content, do all that, but I'm gonna listen, and you know what I'm saying? Because it's trial time, man. It's time to say less, man. It's time to say less, man. Playtime is over with. You hear me? What's up, SRT Ken? Biggest, Reek Money. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Yeah, playtime is over with, man. You know what I'm saying? So the key Ken, the high, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got a better feel for who Keyone is as a person. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but it's time to play ball, man. We're a month away. So you know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna say that Keyone can go live tonight and say some shit, some groundbreaking shit that made me pop out and hit the link. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Look, if he take that plea, then we gonna most definitely gonna chop it up. But I ain't finna go through his mental process with him. You know what I'm saying? I said what I had to say. You know what I'm saying? I said what I had to say. I showed him what I need to show him. Hey, bro, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go through your mental process with you, man. You know what I'm saying? The back and forth. Just make your mind up, man. May God be with you, my guy. But last night he was painting this picture for people. Damn, that had me confused, right? And salute to Sis Kimberly. I seen her up there on the panel last night. So salute to Sis Kimberly. But last night he was talking in riddles and McGriddles again, man. You know what I'm saying? But one thing that stuck out to me, he was talking about, he was painting this picture about a football team. And something, y'all helped me out in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was probably listening better than I was. You know what I'm saying? Because I was playing catch up. So he was painting this picture about a team, and like just saying this player, this said Trap Boy Freddy, the Water Boy. But long story short, he mentioned a two-headed quarterback, right? And he said one of the heads of the quarterback, who was in the building last night with Mr. Longs when Keyone was doing this? Who was in the building last night when Keyone was telling? Because when I watched it back, it seemed like a lot of people didn't know about this two-headed quarterback that he was talking about. Who all was in the building last night at Mr. Longs? Y'all let me know. Okay, Charles Fleming said he was. Okay. Alicia B said she was in there. Okay, so Miss Geechee said she was there. All right, so y'all, so I know, so y'all probably heard the analogy he gave about the two-headed quarterback. He said the quarterback is the quarterback not because he's the main player or the biggest or nothing like that. This is what I got from him. He didn't say this, but he said the quarterback is the quarterback because the quarterback is the one that make the plays, that set the plays up. You know what I'm saying? He said the quarterback is the one that set the plays up. Yeah, I mean, so basically he was saying if he take a plea deal, he only going after the niggas that quote unquote lied. See, when Key-One say lie, he really means snitch. You know what I'm saying? So he said he only going after the niggas who quote unquote lying in the paperwork. Yep, Yella was the coach. I forgot all. I think these niggas said Sean G was a sinner. Hey man, I don't. All that came out of Key-One mouth, man. I don't know what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? He said Sean G was a sinner. Rainwater was the owner. But that shit got crazy. It's hard. I don't be knowing whether to believe Key-One or not. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because I done heard Key-One come out and put 1,000 jackets on people. You know what I'm saying? Say these allegations about people that I just don't believe is true. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said the coach. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I may be misquoting whatever, but he's like the quarterback is the one that, you know what I'm saying, make the plays or whatever, put the play in motion, whatever he said. You know what I'm saying? But so the two-headed quarterback, right? The two, I ain't finna go down the list of who all these people is. Y'all just go back and watch the live last night because we got a bigger point. But I did see a lot of people confused, you know what I'm saying? Or acting like they didn't know who this two-headed quarterback was. You know what I'm saying? Or is. He told y'all one of them is Jose Bodega. He told y'all one of them is Jose Bodega. And that is not the reason why I created this live either. It just so happened to work out like that he talked about this stuff last night, and now I'm finna demonstrate something for y'all today. But yeah, so I'm gonna ask y'all. There you go, Kim. There you go, Kim. Kim was up there rapping and everything, man. Y'all go listen to Sis Kim rap Headlock. Yes, Bodega and Jerry. Do y'all remember? And this is Yella Beezy versus GRC 3, right? So this is the third installment of this portion of League of Chess, Yella Beezy versus GRC. So let's go back another step. Do y'all remember when Ratchet TV and Queen 88 was up on Mahale panel and Key-One was up there just before the supposed Jose Bodega interview that was supposed to kick off? And they was all on Mahale panel with Key-One, and they was trying to make it seem like this shit was so mysterious and G4 classified and nobody knows. And they kept talking about a 2-on-1, a 2 versus 1. Y'all remember that when they was on Mahale panel speaking in code and doing all this shit, acting like nobody knows? Y'all remember that? The two versus 1, like I've been telling y'all, is Jerry and Jose Bodega versus Yella Beezy. It's not a secret. It's not a secret. Like I told y'all, this the third installment of GRC versus Yella Beezy. This been going on. You know what I'm saying? This been going on. So now we got all of that, right? We got all of that. It's a known. Wait, we gonna take it easy on known. You know what I'm saying? But it is a widely speculated. You know what I'm saying? It's widely speculated. What's up with your sister Sheila? You know what I'm saying? It's widely speculated that these boys are in cahoots. You know what I'm saying? In cahoots and are going at Yella Beezy. You know what I'm saying? They going at Yella Beezy, man. So welcome to Yella Beezy versus GRC 3. This is MO3 Legal Chess episode 48. Yella Beezy versus GRC 3. The GJ Witness 1 and the cooperating witness theory. Yeah, we about to break some shit down for y'all, man. I really feel like, barring any breaking news, I'm just finna put the nail in the coffin of this theory. You know what I'm saying? She said, why? To save themselves? That'd be the only reason. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the only reason. Unless it's some type of underlying animosity. But I feel like, bro, it gotta be something really, really crucial for you to turn a rat, turn into a snitch. Now I don't even like using those words because I'm a civilian. I don't have the jurisdiction. What's up, Mr. Law? I don't have the jurisdiction. You know what I'm saying? To call a street nigga a rat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna use the word cooperating. You know what I'm saying? So it must be something hella crucial. You know what I'm saying? For you to end up cooperating against, you know what I'm saying, somebody that you was once cool with. So I think it can only be at this point niggas trying to say they own ass. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no jealousy, no beef that'll make a nigga turn state. Nah, ain't nothing a nigga can do to me. You know what I'm saying? That'll make me turn state against him if I don't live by that code. So it can only be trying to save their own ass. But, you know, that's usually how it goes. My question is, because Jerry Johnson, you know what I'm saying, is, if not the highest, he's a high-ranking member of GRC. Yella Beezy, same thing. If not the highest, high-ranking member of GRC. So my question is, what side is everybody in between on? The twins, the Seds, and all the rest of these people in between. Like the rest of the GRC niggas, whose side is they on? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of them probably locked up. Well, some of them probably locked up or whatever. So we probably don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's an interesting question. Which side of this thing is the rest of the boys on? You know what I'm saying? If Key1 talk to somebody, let us know. Mr. Long, you probably need to ask Key1 there. Have you talked to anybody? How they feel about what's going on? What side is they leaning towards? They leaning towards Yella Beezy and saying, oh man, these niggas fucked up? Well, they leaning towards, you know what I'm saying, Jerry and Jose, and be like, yeah, get that fuck nigga. He was trying to stop fucking with us anyway. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, slime ball activity. Slime ball activity, man. You know what I'm saying? Slime ball activity. But this is what happened though, man, when niggas looking at life. I don't know, but this ain't the movies, man. This ain't the movies, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the movies. I know they glorify street shit and all this shit and salute to that, but man, most niggas take pleas, man. Most niggas look for a deal, man. Hell, let's do it. You know my cuz run Legends. Who you talking to? Me? Who you talking to? You may be talking to somebody in the chat. Oh, okay, I see Helltown. Okay, all right. Yeah, man. That what happened when niggas looking at them football numbers, man. Niggas ain't finna play with these people. These niggas finna, man. Look, man. Now you got some niggas, man, who don't care about their life, and you know what I'm saying? They don't care about what's on the outside, and they on some thug life till I die type shit. But man, any nigga that really got some, you know what I'm saying, a little one, or you know what I'm saying, money, or whatever you got in the free world, man, bro, you not finna play with these people, man. You gonna look for the best deal possible, man. You know what I'm saying? Big Sis 4L, what's up with you? All right, so let's get into the show, man. Let's get into the show. Before we start the actual breakdown, right? Before we start the actual breakdown, how do I want to do this? Let's see. Let's go through the document or excerpt of the document that we will be discussing today, and that'll lead us into, because I got a couple videos. I want to paint this picture because for me, barring any breaking news, paperwork, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, witness list come out, and after this, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm done going down the rabbit hole with this theory until they names actually pop up. You know what I'm saying? This episode is gonna be me putting a nail in the motherfucking coffin. After this, if you don't see what the hell going on, then my nigga, you just don't wanna admit it, man. You know what I'm saying? You just don't want to admit it. And I ain't mad at anybody for saying they need to see anything in black and white. You know what I'm saying? What a like button is, man. What 132, man. Let's get the likes up, family. Please, let's get the likes up, man. Can we get some color in the chat, man? Help your boy out, man. You know what I'm saying? Just need 7 more super chats, $5 or more. You know what I'm saying? Help us get through the door, man. You know what I'm saying? That's 7 super chats, $5 or more, man. You know what I'm saying? Help your brother out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna break shit down, read and research, put shit together. Come on, man. Let your boy get compensated for his time, man. You know what I'm saying? If you feel it in your heart, man. You know what I'm saying? If you feel it in your heart, man. If not, just hit the like button, man. It's most definitely free. You hear me? It's most definitely free. All right? So let's look at this excerpt from the document, man. I kind of don't want to start, man, until y'all get to 200, man. Y'all holding me out today, man. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I don't like it, man. I don't like it, man. You know what I'm saying? Can we at least get to 200 likes, man? Can I at least get 300 and some people in the building, man? You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, la? Damn, y'all holding me out like this today, man. Y'all holding me out like this. Say, play a song, bro. Fuck it. Fuck it, man. Fuck it, man. Fuck it. Let's go, man. All I'm asking for 200. All I'm asking for 200, man. You know what I'm saying? 200 or more. It is 300 and some people in here, man. Yeah, man. Let's play this, man, till y'all get ready. Till y'all get right. Let's go.
Yeah. This ain't checkers. It's legal checks. Yeah. calculated. Every play got consequences. Legal chairs, I'm moving pieces, they don't see the ball. Courtroom pressure, every move start a war. From the streets to the stand, yeah, it's all connect. One wrong move, whole case get dissected. Legal chairs, yeah, we playing for keys and dignity. Testimony, secrets run deep. You see a headline, I see strategy. Welcome to the game, this legal chess with me. Prosecutor building, stacking layers like a cake. Different state of watching, trying to find a mistake. Sabunas getting served, witnesses on the clock. Some gon' fold under pressure, some side as a rock. Plea deals on the table, that's a dangerous play. One flip, change the board, now the king in the way. They was riding together, now they telling the truth. Or they telling the story just to shorten their noose. It's deeper than the charges. It's deeper than the crime. It's about who controls the narrative. Yeah. Legal chess, I'm moving pieces, they don't see the ball. Courtroom pressure, every move can start a war. From the streets to the stand, yeah, it's all connected. One wrong move, whole case get dissected. Legal chess, yeah, we playing for keeps. Indictments and testimony, secrets run deep. You see a headline, I see strategy. Welcome to the game, this legal chess. When it's trial time, you watching the headlines. I'm breaking down the strategy. Every move, every play, every angle. This legal chess strategy.
All right, man. We need 25 more likes, man. 25 more likes, man. Hit the like button, dog. Hit the like button, man. So is that leg? No, that's not leg. Is that leg? No, that's not leg. That ain't leg. This is crazy. This dude kind of sound like leg, though, now that I think about it, man. You know what I'm saying? But we just need 25 more people, man. Well, like, what's it? 179. But we need like 20 more people hit the like button, man. Y'all do what y'all do, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time, man. I ain't got time, man. So this is an excerpt. Y'all, this came from, this is a screenshot, right, from the document that we discussed last live. I didn't want to have to upload the whole document because y'all know last live it's 84 pages. That shit took a minute for me to load up. So I just took a screenshot, right? I just took a screenshot from that document, and this is one of the things that we will be unpacking today. You know what I'm saying? Say, oh, it's fire if it was. Now that ain't let. I appreciate that though. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's get into it. Thank you for those gifts, man. Thank you for those gifts, Sis Kimberly and Fancy Ketchup. Thank you. And Miss B. I see y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. All right, so let's get into it, man. So this is the excerpt from the paperwork that we discussed last live. You know what I'm saying? And in this paperwork, in this screenshot from the paperwork, you got some interesting things in it. You know what I'm saying? Got some interesting things in it. So let's begin to paint this picture, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's begin to paint this picture. All right. It says to stay. We say we need 13 more likes. Let's go, man. Let's go. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Hit that like button for your boy, man. You hear me? All right, let's go, man. This is the state's proposed evidence. It's necessary to prove. Oh, my bad. It says the state's proposed evidence is necessary to prove court issues, events leading to the charged offense. All right. And this is the passage where they talking about Roy Lee. Appreciate you, Juicy Juice and Mama Red, for those gifts. Thank you. Thank y'all. All right. It says events leading to the charged offense. The assault, shooting, and death of Pate, that's Roy Lee, is the starting point of the feud between defendant Conway and the descendant, which is MO3. All right, so let's read this paragraph. All right. While the timeline contained in the state's amended notice shows that the feud between the record labels goes back further, the feud directly between defendant Conway and descendant MO3 commenced with the events surrounding the death of Roy Lee. Roy Lee Pate was a Dallas comedian and friend and associate of the descendant, which is MO3. A state's witness. Here go the part right here, y'all. Here go the part right here. I should have highlighted it. But it says a state's witness GJ Witness 1 will testify that in 2017, Pate and defendant Conway entered into verbal feud over social media that resulted in a confrontation on August the 1st, 2017. Then it says state exhibit, woo, woo, woo. All right, then it goes on to say one more time. GJ Witness 1, which is Grand Jury Witness 1. All right, y'all see that GJ Witness 1? That is Grand Jury Witness number 1. It says GJ Witness 1 would testify to the events that occurred during this confrontation. Y'all follow me. Appreciate you, I appreciate you, bro. Slow walking guy, for those gifts, man. Thank y'all for those gifts. I see you, Juice. Appreciate you, Juice Box. All right, what's up with you, Tanisha? So we all up on speed with this, right? So we see the GJ Witness will testify. You know what I'm saying? So they have a witness, a grand jury witness. They call him Grand Jury Witness number 1 that would testify to the situation and the altercation that happened between Roy Lee and Yella Beezy. Now, unless you've been in the cave, you know what I'm saying? Unless you've been in the cave or just ain't been paying attention over here, you know what I'm saying? I'd be so proud. I ain't gonna let me have I'd be so happy, you know what I'm saying? As a content creator, as a channel holder, you know what I'm saying? I'd be so happy when I be seeing some of y'all in these spaces, you know what I'm saying? And y'all be woke. You know what I'm saying? People can't pull the wool over y'all eyes. People can't bullshit y'all because y'all really be over here getting laced up, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really be over here getting laced up, and plus y'all are intelligent people on y'all own. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, there you go. Don't let them people lie to you, man. Don't let them people tell you that. You know better, because we've been on top of this shit like motherfucking flies. You hear me? What's up with your payday? We've been on top of this shit like flies, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why if you've been over here, man, faithfully, you can't be lied to. They tried to pull a wool over Sis Kim eyes last night. Kimberly pulled out the motherfucking the headlock lyrics. She started rapping it and shit. I'm like, let's go, Kimberly. Stay woke, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay woke, man. Let's go. So, all right. So we clear on this, right? This passage says grand jury witness number 1. All right, so let's paint this picture before we get into the breakdown. Let me remove this for a second. We'll most definitely be touching back on this. So let me share my screen and let's get into a couple videos, man. Let's get into a couple videos real quick. Let me pull the video up. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Support the platform. You know what I'm saying? Anything is plenty, man. You hear me? It's a lot of hard work, man. You know what I mean? Show you boy some love, man. All right, let me get to the timestamp. Matter of fact, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen real quick. Go and get that out the way. Share screen. I can just do tab on this one because. All righty. I want y'all to keep in mind what we just discussed too. Don't lose track. Keep it in mind. You know what I'm saying? Make a mental file of this, because at the end of this, a picture will be painted. Okay? A picture will be painted. So keep in mind of every step we go through. So we just read the most recent paperwork that came out, and it stated grand jury witness 1. All right? Put a pin in it. Now let's listen to Keyone himself. Let's listen to Keyone himself. Now, this is the infamous conversation that me and Keyone had. You know what I'm saying? That me and Keyone had that got him in a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? This conversation got him in a lot of trouble because during this conversation, he divulged some things. You know what I'm saying? He divulged that a certain person did most definitely testify before the grand jury. Yeah, all this finna tie in. Then y'all know we gonna break it down with the legal chess machine. But we gotta tie all this shit together. You know what I'm saying? So we can go ahead and let go of certain theories and we can move on. You know what I'm saying? So this is the infamous conversation that me and Keyone had. You know what I'm saying? This live about 7 hours long. And in this live, Keyone was popping it, man. He was popping it. Let me look at the chat one more time. You know what I'm saying? All right. If I missed any cheers or anything from Twitch, I'm sorry while I was getting that video back. All right, so let's get it, man. So you know I'm finna break it down like a pound. You hear me? Break it down like a pound. Let's go. So let's hear this, man. Let's hear this. Where we at? It's 441.49. All right, we can start right here. Fuck it. And let me know if the audio and everything is clear. If y'all heard echo, please let me know in the chat so I can tend to it and fix it. But pay attention and listen close. Listen close, all right? Because Key One, y'all know, Key One is talking from a jail phone, all right? So now if you need to put closed captions on or something like that, now's your time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because Key One is talking through a jail phone through StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? So the audio is gonna be what it is, but you can most definitely hear what he's saying. You just have to listen close. All right, hit the like button for me, family. We had 206 likes. Let's go, man. Can we get that as close to 300 as possible? Please, y'all gonna make a nigga big and sweat for y'all love and support today, honey. God damn, what I do to y'all? Y'all gonna make a brother. I'm already finna be sweating reading. God damn, I have to break a sweat begging y'all to hit the like button and show your brother some love. God damn. All right, man. Let's go, man. Let's hear this.
I don't know if you want me to say your name or not.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit now. You know what I'm saying? You know how I rock. I'm gonna give y'all some. And y'all pay for some, I'm gonna give y'all some. All right, man. All right, man. Oh, David, Mr. Torbe, Mr. AKA Big Body, Sloppy Built, Bad Girl, Bad Funky Body, Good Hair Ass Niggas. So the nigga,
That man just whipped the fuck in a Jose Bodega. God damn, Key One. Let's go.
He said, this is what he said. You know what I'm saying? He said a bulletproof today. He heard Jill. You say what?
Oh, your phone breaking up.
Yeah, tell him start from the beginning. It sounded he said bulletproof song. We couldn't make it out though.
And this, I don't know if Key One gonna say it again, but he is saying he is talking about what Jose Bodega went before the grand jury and testified. What's up with you, Keisha? What's up with you, love? Salute to everybody in the building. And once again, he's talking about what Jose Bodega testified before the grand jury. All right. And just so y'all can make it out, in fact, he gonna say it again. We gonna make sure we know what's going on. Let's go.
I get that rolling phone in a minute, man. I got.
Hold on, man. Salute to Redbone. Let's go, sis. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fucking. They don't love me today, man. You know what I'm saying? Can't get no likes, can't get no love. But salute to my sis Redbone coming through with that 5 on it. You hear me? Let's go, man. Thank you, sis. Appreciate the love and support, the constant love and support, man. I say, thank you, sis. I most definitely appreciate you. Let's go, man. Let's hear this.
I got 28 minutes till I get that rolling phone. But yeah, come on, I'm gonna cook up with y'all on this. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you good.
All right, so.
Oh, okay, Fate. I'm doing it now.
And
thank you in advance. I appreciate you, sis.
This is what he tells the Texans. They were like, the Texans was like, so.
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
So the Texans asked him like, what happened? He say, I was sitting in the bulletproof truck. Yellow pulled up to the shop. I was sitting in the bulletproof truck. And
all right, keep that in mind. All right, I really need y'all to follow me. And once again, man, salute to my sis Fate. I most definitely appreciate this, sis. Thank you. Let me get back over to YouTube so I can see y'all real quick, because I want us to keep that in mind. All right, grand jury witness 1 in the paperwork. Key One is now telling us that with Jose Bodega went before the grand jury and testified. He said that that Yellow Beezy pulled up in a bulletproof truck. Him and Jerry, Jose Bodega and Jerry, got inside the bulletproof truck, and that's where everything began to be discussed. All right, keep bulletproof truck. Keep that in mind. Keep that in your mind. Bulletproof truck. Let's go.
As I was sitting in the bulletproof truck, walked outside, got in the truck. Well, I don't know, I tripped out. He said, pulled up in the bulletproof.
Sean G, what's up with you, guy? I see you, man. Salute to Shanice Davis. My bad, y'all. We gonna get to it. But salute to Shanice Davis, man. You know what I'm saying, for renewing her membership and being locked in with your boy for 2 whole months, man. Appreciate you, my girl. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let's go. I'm gonna run this back just a little bit.
Truck. Him and Jerry walked outside and jumped in the bulletproof truck.
Like a female, so it's not like a bitch you fucking with. Shit, sometimes you get away from that bitch, you start seeing all the ugly parts of it. Be like, God, we been going shit the whole time.
Hold on, y'all.
Ass niggas. So the nigga, he said, this is what he said.
Thank you, Rick Money.
You know what I'm saying? He said a bulletproof today. He heard Jill. You say what?
Oh, your phone breaking up.
Yeah, tell him start from the beginning. It sounded said bulletproof song, we couldn't make it out though.
I get that rolling phone in a minute, man. I got 28 minutes till I get that rolling phone. But yeah, come on, I'm gonna cook up with y'all on this. Can y'all hear me now?
Shiesty, what's up, Mighty? All is well.
Yeah, you good.
All right, so and he this what he tells the detectives. He was like, the detective was like, so
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
So the detective asked him like, what happened? He say, I was sitting in the bulletproof truck. Yellow pulled up to the shop. I was sitting in the bulletproof truck. And as I was sitting in the bulletproof truck, walked outside, got in the truck. Well, I don't know, I tripped out. He said, pulled up in the bulletproof truck. Him and Jerry walked outside and jumped in the bulletproof truck. Yep, Jerry was in the front seat. Jose was in the back seat. He was saying that he heard them niggas talking about, like, Jerry, like, I need my money, this. You know what I'm saying? And he don't know the exact amount, but he think it was like 40 to 50. Then he was like, then Jose was like, he I can't get that part because then that implicate another nigga.
This call.
He said they discussed the payment, they discussed everything. He said he can't remember he said Jose Bodega told the detectives or whoever that he couldn't remember the amount, but he said 40 to 50. Said 40 to 50. All right. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Call will be terminated in 1 minute.
Man, I get to make.
Okay, 60 and thick. I thank you in advance. I most definitely appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah,
because he said something on Trap.
He said
something on Trap Boy Freddy too, but I ain't gonna tell you.
He said something on Trap Boy Freddy too. He said something on Trap Boy.
He said about Trap. I ain't gonna say that. Say that for another time. But yeah, so he was like, yo, you know, Banzo is a shooter in GRC. He a known shooter around. Yeah, they paid him to do it. He did it. You know what I'm saying? And he was basically what he was telling them was that basically what y'all been saying. Yellow, Jerry paid me, then he got the money from Yellow. But how Jerry paid me when I never received no money from Jerry? You know what I'm saying? But this is what he's telling the grand jury. You know what I'm saying? he was like, damn.
All right, so boom. Y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that, right? So let's go to this real quick. Let's go to the next video. Hold up. Let me go bike. Let me go bike. Hold up. Here we go right here. All right. Let's go to Yella Beezy's bond hearing. Let's listen to a couple things. Let's listen to a couple things, you know what I'm saying, why we are here. All right. Now I know we done heard this part 1,000 times, but remember, he said about 40 to 50,000. You know what I'm saying? If he say about 40 to 50,000, he don't remember the amount. So let's listen to this.
We would also proffer the following information, Your Honor. A state's witness will testify to being present for a conversation about the payment for the murder of Melvin Noble.
A state witness will testify to being present about the payment to unalive MO3. What key one just tell y'all? Let's keep listening. Who he say talked to detectives he was around for that conversation? Let's keep listening. I don't think I can boost the volume on this one. This bond hearing very low. The audio on here was very poor, so you might just want to try your best to listen close. It's the video, not my device or nothing like that. But let's go.
This conversation took place in the days following Mr. Noble's murder in November of 2020. A state's witness will testify to the individuals present and involved in this conversation.
Who was present and involved in the conversation, y'all? What key wanted to tell y'all? Let's go.
The state's witness will also testify to Marquise Conway, the defendant, being present and involved in this conversation. The state's witness will testify to the amount of money that was to be paid for the murder.
The amount of money. What he say? 40, 50,000? He said 40. Hey, man. Hey, man, like I said, man, we putting this whole theory after today. If you overheard, ain't no more questions about neither one of these boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Jose Bodega, that's been understood, but we got to get to this to get to the rest of this shit. All right? But after today, for me, personally, I can't tell y'all what to do, but I'm putting a nail in the coffin with this shit.
A state's witness will testify to the individuals responsible for the payment. That state's witness will also testify that Marquise Conway was one of the individuals responsible for a portion of that payment. A state's witness will also testify to the individual who would receive this payment. The state's witness will testify that Kewan White was, in fact, the individual to receive this payment, who was originally indicted in State's Exhibit number 1, the probable cause, which is before this court. The state's witness would also testify that Kewan White, or to who shot and killed Melvin Noble. This witness would also testify to Kewan White being the individual who shot and killed Mr. Noble on November 11th of 2020. Again, this conversation took place in the days following Mr. Noble's murder. The state has also had an opportunity to review bank records of the defendant, Marquise Conway. These records would show that the defendant drew $40,000 in the days.
Wait a minute. How much he say? $40,000. $40,000. How much he won? Say Jose Bodega told the grand jury it was about 40 to 50,000. He couldn't remember, and then the state turned around and fined the 40,000. So is Jose Bodega lying? You know what I'm saying? I know what Key One mean by lying. When Key One say niggas lying, he really means snitching. He can't say snitching, because then that imply that he really did something that he's saying that he didn't do. But goddamn it, we know what that. So is this boy? Is Jose Bodega lying? Is Jose Bodega lying? All right, so we heard. So okay, keep because Key1 said, man, that man said the $40,000. These people said they found the $40,000. Key1 said that Jose Bodega said he was in a meeting in the bulletproof truck. Keep that in mind. We finna get to that. The bulletproof truck with Jerry and Yella Beezy. They said they got a state witness going to testify to all of that. You heard me, man? Hit the like button for your boy, man, because we ain't even started yet. Oh, you good, bro. We ain't even started yet, man. We ain't even, man, this is just a smidget of Las Vegas. You heard me? Hit the like button for your boy, man. Help your boy complete the goal, man. We halfway there. You know what I'm saying? 5 more super chats, $5 or more will help your brother get through the door, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm working, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm this blood, sweat, and tears right here, man. Help your boy out, man. Those will help your boy out. So let's get into the next thing. Remember, the bulletproof truck, right? The bulletproof truck. Now I want to say, because I do have journalistic integrity. Shout out to my boy Gundini, because he's the first person, the only person that I ever heard to paint this picture for me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know me. You give me something, I'm gonna take it way too fucking far. So shout out to Gundini. You know what I'm saying? For even pointing this out to me. But y'all know my mind. You know what I'm saying? I get some shit, I process it, and we going the whole way with it. So let's get to this. Let's hear about this motherfucking bulletproof truck. Cause we heard Key1, because I don't want to go back to the video and play it. Get out this video and go back to that one. But we all heard Key1 say Yella Beezy pulled up in the bulletproof truck. We all heard Key1 say that in the live, right? So let's get to it. Let me hold on. It's 20 minutes. All right. Let's go to 20 minutes, man. Let's go to the 20-minute mark real quick. Go to the 20 minutes. Right here. Let's cook, man. All right, now put your listener ears on, y'all. Listen.
I mean, he's more than just an entertainer, correct?
Yes.
This is when Yella Beezy grandma was on the stand. All right? And remember, I want to make sure we got this in our frontal lobe. You know what I'm saying? While we listening. Remember, Jose Bodega told the grand jury that Yella Beezy pulled up in a bulletproof truck. Let's go.
He's in fact a double platinum artist, correct?
Right.
Now, going back to 2020 and the years leading up to that, well, let me ask you this. Are you aware of your grandson owning a 2017 Denali?
Yes.
Are you aware of your grandson owning a 2017 Denali? Granny said yes. See, the whole time I've been hearing people say for years. I mean, not for years, for months since this bond hearing happened. Oh man, the granny tied in, man. She got politics. Oh man, she gonna be the reason. This little old clerk. This one was a clerk. You know, she gonna throw a whole high profile murder. But anyway, she may have put this man in the dirt. Now, a lot of people thinking that her ties to the court, her being a clerk or whatever, is going to help Yella Beezy out. Man, she put Yella Beezy in the dirt. Man, keep listening, man. You know what I'm saying? They just asked her, did your son own a 2017, did your grandson ever own a 2017 Denali? She said yes. Let's keep listening to Granny put Yella Beezy in the dirt.
And what is that Denali, what is special about that Denali?
It's bulletproof.
It's bulletproof.
They ain't even asked the lady. It's the car bulletproof. They asked Granny what is special about that Denali. First, they asked her, did he even own a Denali? She said yes, a 2017. Then they came back. Salute to Thomas Adams, man. That's the voice y'all hearing. That's the lead prosecutor on this case. You know what I'm saying? That's the person y'all more than likely y'all be hearing from on the 24th. Hey, man, he didn't work his way to be one of my favorite white boys. Salute to Thomas Adams. So he asked her first, did your grandson own a 2017 Denali? She said yes. Then he came back and asked her, so what's special about this 2017 Denali? She said it's bulletproof. It's bulletproof. Oh man, hold on. Let's spin this back a little bit. Let's spin this back just a little bit.
Going back to 2020 and the years leading up to that, well, let me ask you this. Are you aware of your grandson?
Salute to my boy.
2017.
Hold on, man.
Denali?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Hold on, Greg. Don't put him in the dirt too fast, man. Salute to my bro, Stop 6 Rooted G, man, for his $5 contribution towards the goal, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? We are officially 4 super chats, $5 or more away from completing our goal, man. Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? Help our brother out, man. You hear me? Let's go.
And what does that Denali, what is special about that Denali?
It's bulletproof.
It's bulletproof. Now, Ms. Alexander, I can't imagine in all your years working here at the clerk's office that you ever felt like you needed a bulletproof vehicle.
I don't need one.
Now, Ms. Alexander, would you agree with me that in 2020 and the years leading up to 2020, that there was a lot of stuff going on in the city of Dallas surrounding, and to be quite honest, our victim, Melvin Noble, and your grandson, Marquise Conley?
I try not to delve into Facebook and hearsay because I know him for myself. So,
well, let me ask you this way: are you aware your grandson was shot in Plano?
Yeah, I was there.
You weren't there at 3 a.m., were you?
I was at the hospital.
Correct. Okay. Mm-hmm. But you would agree with me that even if you're not on Facebook, I mean, this stuff was on TMZ. I think your grandson even did an interview on TMZ with those folks on live TV about this. So you're aware that there was a back and forth going on in this city involving your grandson as well as Mr. Noble, the complainant in this capital murder case. You're aware of that at least, right?
Yes, somewhat.
Oh my God. Put him in the dirt. Put him in the dirt. Even your grandma said, y'all, man, look, so salute to my boy Show Enough, man. You know what I'm saying, for that $4.99 contribution, man. Let's go. He said, you cooking, Josh. Let's go, man. We cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? It's us, never them, man. Salute to you, gang. You know what I'm saying? We officially need 3 more super chats, man, $5 or more to help us get through the door. You feel me? Salute to my boy Show Enough, man, for his contribution, man. But she constantly putting him in the dirt, though. Y'all? Cause how your defense gonna be, man? I ain't had no smoke with this, man. How you go and your own grandma? Now it hit different if your favorite cousin. You know how we got them favorite cousins, maybe a male cousin, female cousin, or even your mama. When your grandma, you know, grandmas be at bingo. Grandmas don't even have probably don't even have Facebook like that, or they Facebook algorithm ain't nothing but the aunties and little cousins. If your grandma know about your smoke, sir, that mean, nigga, your smoke is smoking. Think about it. I don't know if you, some of y'all grannies, you know what I'm saying? If they knew, granny don't supposed to know that you got smoke like that. If granny know that you got smoke, it's bad. And she admitted it on the stand under oath. She said she was aware. She was aware. Man, she put this man in the dirt. I don't know what people talk about. She a clerk. She gonna help him. And she got politics. Man, she put Yellow Bees in the dirt. If you ask me, let's listen a little bit more because the Denali gonna pop back up. Let's go.
Okay. Is that the reason your grandson felt the need to get a bulletproof Denali?
No, he felt the need because people are jealous and you don't know who's going to do what, when, or where.
Now, are you aware of whether or not he had to, if a Denali comes that way off the lot, or do you have to actually pay money to get something like that done?
I have no idea how it happened, where it happened. why it happened. I just know he had it.
Sure. And
She said, I just know he had it. Woo-hoo! Granted, you know what you just did, Creole Bella. Most definitely, I agree with you. She said they won't ask questions unless they know the answer. They already know. Because Jose Bodega already told them. But they need that under oath. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, they may already know, but it ain't about what you know. It's about what you can prove. You know what I'm saying? Nigga man said, man, look, I don't own the Denali. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know how niggas be. Niggas a lie, try to wiggle their way. You know what I'm saying? Especially you got a high-paid lawyer like Toby Shook. Hell, you got some expensive lies that you can conjure up. You know what I'm saying? But when your granny take the stand and say that you own the bulletproof Denali, the same Denali that your homeboy just told the state, you know what I'm saying? That means just told the grand jury that you pulled up in to have a meeting about the unaliving of MO3. You think these people asking these questions for no reason? Or y'all watching a real live chess? See, people thought that this was what people were saying. Oh, they gave him the bug because they said lack of evidence. Man, no, they didn't. These people playing checkers up here, man. These people playing chess up here, man. You hear me? These people playing chess. That's why I love it. Let's go, man. Salute to Jazz Head Baby for the $10 contribution. Let's go, man. No, I love you, Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my girl blue in her. Me and Jazz have been through a lot. I love me some Jazz, though. I don't care what y'all say. Well, her good messy ass, and I do mean good messy. You hear me? Salute to Jazz long way, man. I appreciate you, girl. Yeah, I mean, so, all right, so we heard that. All right, we heard that. So let me remove my screen. You know what I'm saying? So we did, because I know Key One be trolling sometimes. People say Key One is lying about this, about that. I'm not here to vouch for Key One, but I can say what's up with your general. You know what I'm saying? I can say that most definitely the story he gave about Jose Bodega testifying to the grand jury that we all heard. If you was here just a few minutes ago, I played it for y'all. That story checks out. We can at least say that story checks out. Because not only do we just, you know what I'm saying, corroborated with the Yellow Beezy bond hearing, hell, he got in trouble the next day. So that takes us back here. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get right. Let me do that. No. All right, if I can stop sharing my screen for a minute. All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this shit, man. I mean, I'm tired of playing. I'm sick of it. Man, hit the like button for your boy, man. 261. Come on, man. Can I get 40 likes? Man? Can this be a 300 like live, man, or something? Come on, man. All right, so back to this. Yeah, let's cook, man. Y'all thought I was cooking before. We really about to cook. Man. So grab your pad, grab your pen, because Josh about to go the fuck in, man. You hear me? So back to this, man. I'm going to read this one more time, and then we about to start cooking. All right? So let me just go ahead and scroll up here so we can be ready. Y'all already know once I start reading, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check the chat and stuff like that. But while I'm reading, I won't be able to see the chat. But don't let this stop y'all from, you know what I'm saying? From cooperating, showing. I can't say cooperating this goddamn episode. You know what I'm saying? But don't let this stop y'all from interacting, you know what I'm saying, with me or each other. You know what I'm saying? Showing love. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that stop y'all. Cause I will be checking it. You know what I'm saying? In between the segments. All right. So let's read this and then we're going to start the cook. All right. This is Yella Beezy versus GRC 3, the third installment of this particular series of Legal Chess. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I felt like that this is important is because this is going to be the main stage of the trial, y'all. Let me, I ain't trying to overwhoop it like the youngins say or put 20 on 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm really telling y'all, this case was mainly built from, it had other factions too, but this case was mainly built from the inside of GRC. All right, that's why the Yellow Beezys versus GRC series of Legal Chess is one of the most important series that I've done, that I'm currently doing. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the meat and potatoes of the MO3 trial. Yellow Beezy wouldn't have been indicted probably if it wasn't for shit coming from the inside of GRC. All right. So we not here to ask no more questions. We here to put this shit in the coffin. Cause by now, man, we know what it is. If not, you gonna know what the fuck it is by the end of this episode. All right. So let me read this passage one more time and let's cook, man. Let's cook. All right. And we need officially 2 more, man. 2 more super chats, $5 or more, man. You know what I'm saying? 2 more super chats, $5 or more, man. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody got your brother covered, man. You know what I'm saying? And 2 more super chats, $5 or more. You hear me? But let's go, Charlene. Let's go. She must hear my heart. She said, I can hear your heart crying out for me. Let's go, Charlene. She heard my heart. Let's go, man. I appreciate you, sis. You know I love you, sis. You know what I'm saying? She must have heard my heart. Because I promise, you can't do that fast. I was in the midst of talking. You know what I'm saying? She must have heard me finna say it. Let's go, man. Salute to Charlene. Look at top flight down there tripping. Yeah, she heard my heart, man. She heard my heart, sis. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, Charlene. I most definitely appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right, let me start joking, man. Let's read this. All right, we already hour 21 in. Let's go. Let's get focused, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get focused. All right. So we starting at the where it says the assault shooting and death of Roy Lee Pate is the starting point of the feud between defendant Conway and the descendant, which is Mo3. Hold on real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause there's a heart in the house tonight. Let's go, Charlene, man, for that buzzer beater. Let's go, man. Hey, my brother came through with the overkill. You hear me? Let's go, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely appreciate y'all, man. Salute to everybody that helped me complete the goal, man. Y'all are the real MVPs. Let me do this real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me put some respect on my peoples. Hold on, man. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that God bless each and every one of y'all back 100-fold, man. I mean that sincerely. You hear me? For those that hit the cash out, sent gifts, cheers, all that. You see, look at her coming. Somebody some hello BIL. Girl, you don't cut that shit out. What's on 88? Don't talk about BIL. Girl, you don't cut that bullshit out. But all real quick, man. This for my sisters and the ladies that helped me complete the goal. This for y'all, man.
That's right, baby. That's what you do. Every time I hear that, I think of RoboCop. That's right, baby. That's what you do.
And for my real niggas.
Walked in, ill nigga alert.
Yeah, man. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all already know, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I thank y'all for being a blessing. You hear me? Because y'all really are, man. You know what I'm saying? So you can enjoy your Wednesday and say, man, I was a blessing to somebody today. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Salute to y'all. She talking about you still my BIL. A brother would do. All right, we just my sis. You know what I'm saying? What's up with your sis? All right, ain't like, nah, yeah, nah. Yeah, still the beat. Let's go, man. All right, so let me read this, y'all. Let me read this. All right, let me read this. We're gonna be here in 4 hours. I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get it because I already know there's gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit going on this late afternoon and evening. So I'm trying to go on, get out their way. You hear me? It's a whole bunch of shit going on. So let me go ahead and read this. Let me get focused, man. You know what I'm saying? It says the assault, shooting, and death of Roy Lee Pate is the starting point of the feud between defendant Conway and the descendant. All right. Now, I seen you ask a question, 88. But is this new paperwork? It's recent. It came out. Y'all hear me out? Probably last week. Yeah, probably last week or so. It's recent. All right. So now we're reading the actual paragraph. Okay, it says, while the timeline contained in the state's amended notice shows that the feud between the record labels go back further, the feud directly between defendant Conway and the descendant, Mo3, commenced when the events surrounding the death of Pate. That's Roy Lee. Roy Lee Pate was a Dallas comedian and a friend and associate of the descendant. A state's witness, which they labeled GJ Witness 1, which is Grand Jury Witness 1. We all by now should know who that is. You know what I'm saying? If you've been paying attention to this episode, You know what I'm saying? We all by now should know who grand jury witness 1 is, all right? But they say state's witness, grand jury witness 1, will testify that in 2017, Pate and defendant Conway entered into a verbal feud over social media that resulted in a confrontation on August 1st, 2017. It goes on to say again, grand jury witness 1 will testify to the events that occurred during the confrontation. What's up with your creamy dough? What's up with your OG creamy dough? All right, so let's okay, enough of that. Let's break this down, man. Let's break this down. All right. That is the part where I'm gonna be doing some reading and stuff. So if you in the chat, I see y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all. Grab your pad, grab your motherfucking pen. Cause it's showtime, man. We about to go in. Man. So finna put some nails in the coffins, man. Y'all seen how Granny just put yellow bees in the dirt? This is how we finna put this whole theory in the dirt. And the only reason why I'm still calling it theory is because I have journalistic integrity, and I'm not finna just say things are factual until they come out as facts. This is a hell of a theory. All right. So I asked the legal chess machine, right? I said, in this document, the state repeatedly references GJ Witness 1 will testify. It is my understanding that grand jury witness 1 means, that GJ Witness 1 means grand jury witness 1. And according to Keywan White, Jose Bodega is the GRC member who testified before the grand jury. Let's pull out every passage in this document that reference GJ Witness 1 and break down what it means. And of course, y'all, we're going to examine all likely possibilities and the legal chess of it all. All right? Let's get to it. Man. Let's get to it. So, every GJ Witness 1 passage. I just read it to y'all, but we're going to go through it again. Passage number 1. The social media feud and August 2017 confrontation. This is the direct quote from the paperwork. All right. It says a state witness, grand jury witness 1, will testify that in 2017, Pate and defendant Conway entered into verbal feud over social media that resulted in a confrontation on August the 1st, 2017. All right. So let's move on. It says the filing says Roy Lee Pate was a friend and associate of MO3. According to the state, grand jury witness 1 would describe how Pate and Marquise Conway, Yella Beezy, began arguing public on social media and how that online conflict escalated into an in-person confrontation on August the 1st, 2017. So August the 1st, 2017 is the day that Roy Lee was jumped. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. What does this mean? All right. This witness is not merely being offered to repeat general street rumors. The state appears to believe the witness has enough knowledge to establish that the identifiable conflict existed between Roy Lee and Yella Beezy, that it existed before Roy Lee was shot, that the conflict moved from social media and into real life, and that the later hostility did not suddenly originate after Mo3's murder. All right, hold on. Let's put a pin in there. Because I'd rather let niggas talk for themselves, man. I'd rather let Negroes talk for themselves. So let me pull this video up. Y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know we done did this before, but sometimes, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing wrong with a little refresher. Hold on. Video loading up. What is it? 6:30. Okay, I just start right here. Fuck it. We'll start right there. Let me share my screen real quick. Because again, we talking about, so we, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to get too lost in the sauce. We talking about the grand jury witness 1, who we all should know by now is Jose Bodega. And they saying that a state witness, grand jury witness 1, will testify that in 2017, Roy Lee and Yella Beezy got into a verbal feud over social media. And that feud resulted in Roy Lee being not shot, but jumped in the club by GRC August 1st, 2017. All right. So let's hear from the horse's mouth. Share screen. Do that. All right. Boom. And salute to everybody in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all please hit that like button for your boy. All right. Let's do this. Just get a little idea. You know what I'm saying? We get an idea how this shit might sound. You hear me? Y'all know who this is, man. This big boy. Old Jose Bodega, man. Let's go.
Going back to our old interviews with Roy Lee, man, we always heard of this heavy-handed nigga that came behind Yella Beezy. That Roy Lee was saying, there's a heavy-handed nigga that came in, and I'm hearing like, hey, Bodega, the nigga, the artist that y'all, that's that nigga. So tell us, bro, tell us that situation, bro, because again, it took me to have to put a face to a name and say, oh shit, that was Bodega.
Yeah.
Tell us, I want you to walk us through that situation of how that incident went down, bro.
Right. Okay, well, we was out, you know what I'm saying, kicking it. Didn't even really know. It wasn't no intentions on nothing going on. We was just kicking it at the club.
Big Reed, man, what you want the link for, man? He said, can I get the Big Reed get on her top, please? Nah, man, we ain't get distracted like that. Nah, man. Nah, I'm trying to get out of here.
You know what I'm saying? Having a good time, turning up how we do, And
salute to my nigga
Big
Reed, though, man.
It because we were actually, I was arguing with my partner because I had just bought a little vape pen. Yeah. And, it's a little some shit you got to do to it to make the motherfucker come on. And I couldn't do it. So we arguing. And I never get it because I'm like, damn, two people just started fighting in front of me. Like, I ain't even, at the time, I didn't even know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Or have I, you know what I'm saying, wasn't paying attention to it. I'm like, these niggas just fight. But it's like I seen a glimpse like of a Yella. I'm like, damn, a bright ass nigga. So I'm in my head, I'm like, damn. Look back, I don't see bro in the section no more. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing personal or it wasn't no we jumped them or no shit like that.
How many of y'all came to the club that night?
It was probably like 10 of us in the section. But he didn't even, like I said, he never told nobody that he was, you know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody even know nothing about that. So I guess they were touching up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Bro dunked him on the ground and the security came. So when the security had already had bro, you know what I'm saying? So me personally, I'm like, shit, I ain't finna let him get one in on my partner. And I didn't even know it was Roy Lee, honestly. Like, it didn't matter who it was. Cause if my partner getting into it with you and they holding my partner, I'm finna handle my business. We ain't jumping. I ain't hit them number once. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's just how that went.
The realest shit is, bro, I don't give a fuck who it is. Nigga. If you fight with one of my niggas, I don't care who you are. You getting jailed.
Yeah, see.
Now whether you hit a nigga once or not, nigga, that's jumping. You know what I'm saying? That's jumping. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said jump. He said, nah, for real. But let me see what Reed want real quick, man. Let me see what Reed want real quick, man. I've been saying they taking pleas. Yeah, Reed most definitely have been saying it. He most definitely have been saying it. There go the link right there. The link in the chat. Just be time conscious, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Before the evening bullshit even start to kick off. You hear me? What's up with you, Big Rose? So yeah, y'all heard him, man, talking about the jumping, how they jumped Roy Lee. You know what I'm saying? How they put pause on Roy Lee in that August the 1st, 2017 incident and brought up in that paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Big Reed, is you?
Hey, what's up with it, man? Salute.
What's up with your big homie?
Hey, chilling, man. So is it true, man, that Keywan taking a plea?
Man, Keywan doing what he been doing for the last couple of months, wrestling with the idea of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so he ain't so ain't no paperwork been signed.
Oh no, hell no.
Oh, okay. He just insinuating that he finna take a plea.
Yeah. He just entertaining the thought and wrestling with it mentally and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's finna plea out. He's gonna plea out.
I believe so too. I just don't want to go on his mental roller coaster with him. You know what I'm saying? So when he make his mind up, then we'll know. Other than that, man, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. What's up with you,
Nah,
Jay?
What's up? So let me ask you something. What's up, Big Ree? So I'm
hey,
confused.
baby.
Okay, you saying the witness, right?
Uh-huh.
I just want to make it make sense to me off of what he told me. So you say the witness, the first witness or whatever. We know for a fact that is Bodega, correct?
Right.
Ain't no way around it, right?
Right.
That's different from a star witness, correct? Or could that be the same people? Is
It
that a good
could.
question? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, it could mean. Be honest with you though, we don't know who. We can guess and assume, but we don't really know who because it could be multiple star witnesses. You know what I'm saying? Cause when you deal with this trial, it's different factions. Like every portion of this trial going to have its own star witness. Like Randall Graham is going to be the star witness when it comes to the highway. Who's going to be the star witness when it comes
Oh.
to who's going to be the star witness when it comes to the background context? Trap Boy, Jose Bodega. You know what I'm saying? Like
Because I
Jock,
want to know, who was the star witness that overheard the conversation. Remember,
that's
they said
Bodega.
that this
That's
lying
Bodega.
son of a
He didn't
bitch.
overhear it. He was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? He was a part of the conversation. But that's Bodega. When they reference that in the bond hearing, they talk about Bodega.
He just be lying. Okay. Now, if he don't show up, I'm gonna ask you one more time. I asked you a couple of months ago, and I was talking to him. If he don't show up, he's
They are
off paper. He's off. Hold on, he's off papers. So you can't throw him back in the feds or something because it's dismissed. He's off papers.
if
You
his
just gonna get a
papers,
$500 fine,
but
right?
he got that deal based on his cooperation in this case. So they could still go back and renege it if he renege. You know what I'm saying? Anything he's supposed to have done to keep that deal. A part of that is testifying. So hell yeah, if he don't show up, they reneging this shit.
Mm. If he
Yeah,
don't show up, then he gonna end up going to jail. He don't want to go to jail.
hell nah, with the max. It ain't gonna be no contempt of court shit. Hell nah, he gonna get hit with the max.
That's what I thought it was gonna be, content the court. That ain't nothing but a
Uh-uh.
little fine and a little jail time.
Nah, they gonna get him net. Then they gonna get his ass for the goddamn the original charge that he was supposed to have. You know,
So what was the original charge? No, beside
well,
no,
I'm talking about the
not the
federal.
RICO. You talking about okay, that was talking about okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The federal charge. But even if he don't though, man, they already got that shit recorded, documented. So even if he was to escape to them, he already this shit already been in stone already. They already done got evidence from the shit he done told them, and so even if he don't, they still got enough to use. They
And
can
I
use his
feel
own
like
words.
he shouldn't like have a problem with testifying because he doesn't like Yellow Beezy. You know what I'm saying? They not
Right.
cool no more.
So I bet
So
they
it
not.
ain't like he's saving. You know what I'm saying? I would think he
Mm-hmm.
would show up because his reputation, as opposed to if him and Beezy is on the outs, because they don't mess with him no more.
I bet they don't. Shit.
Because he
I
said
bet
that
they
he
don't.
don't F with Beezy because Beezy selfish, never gave him the credits for making them songs. That's on me too, long, a lot of stuff. And also he only gave him $500 when he got out of jail and didn't help take care of his little girl while he was in the feds.
See, and that would make niggas say, "Man, fuck that, niggas. I'm gonna save my own ass."
Right.
So
Okay.
that type of shit to make. What's up with you though, Kim? What's up with you, Kim?
Good afternoon, everybody. Josh, Queen, and whoever else is on here.
Good afternoon.
I want to say, Queen, if Bodega got that sweetheart deal that Keywan would talk to me about on Mr. Lot when they first came to him, that he would get out, he wouldn't be charged, they would pay him, they would put him up, that he'll basically work for them, meaning be an informant. And they will protect him. That's the deal that Bodega received. If Bodega doesn't hold up his end of the bargain, not just in this case, but any case, because he's not just going to be an informant. In this case, this is
Right.
into whatever type of thing, then they can come back on him. People don't understand how some of this stuff works, but it's deep. He's not just going to be a state informant; he's going to be a federal informant as well.
But I would think that all right.
I know he's. I know. I don't. I've never talked to him. You have. You know him. I
No,
don't. But
but
I'm
what I'm
just telling you
saying
what
is
it
I would
is.
think his reputation on the streets
Nah, niggas don't care about
kind
that
of
when they
Queen,
looking at.
supersede.
Queen. Think
Mm-mm.
about it. Your freedom being in prison, in federal prison and state prison for decades over your reputation, we can get a sweetheart deal, and others are taking deals too that people may not know about. Are you kidding me? Everybody want that taste of that freshness, that freeness, so you can do
Right.
whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you got to think about it too. He just had a little girl looking at football numbers, man. Niggas, everybody don't love the guy that much. Fuck a reputation.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why you think they keep saying F the streets a lot? Because they
Shit,
understand what comes with it. There's no loyalty in it.
nah, for
There's no
real.
real life in the streets other than death or jail.
That's true.
Yeah, man.
I just can't believe he just sit there and bald face fucking lie. You know what I'm
Don't let that
saying?
nigga lie to you. Read what's in black and white. Don't go off what he's telling you. Go off what he told them people in that paperwork.
Nah, facts. Facts. But I thank him for his service, though. You know what I'm saying? I thank him for his service, man.
Exactly, because this full justice was
You know
going
what I'm
to
saying?
forever be. And anybody
Yeah,
get up too
I
early
ain't
going
mad
to
at him.
lose him.
Yeah, man. But look, y'all,
Anyway, I'm at
I
my doctor
gotta,
office.
I'll go back to your
Calm
stuff.
yeah,
We
down.
on
yeah,
mute.
I gotta get through it because we ain't even hit the tip of the iceberg yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
Drop me
really
down.
ready to
Drop
get
me
to
down so I
jail.
don't mess it up. Drop me down, please. Thank you.
Okay, I got you. All right, salute to you. I
Okay.
might drop the link when I'm done, though. I might
All
drop the
right.
link when I'm done.
Drop us down. That's all. That's the only question I had, brother-in-law. Go ahead and get back to your stuff.
All right, sis. All right, sis. Yeah, that crazy ass the fuck up out of it. What Brown say? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, man. Let's get it. So you heard Jose Bodega a little glimpse of, you know what I'm saying, what he had to say about the altercation. You know what I'm saying, with Roy Lee. So let's remove this and let's get back to cooking. Let's get back to cooking, man. You know what I'm saying? So where were we? Where were we? Salute to everybody in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, please, y'all already know, man, hit the like button for your boy. All right? So let's repeat this. Let me take this banner down. Take that banner down so we can mess up my stuff. All right, my ability to see what I need to see. All right, so let's go. So what does this mean? Again, we just read the passage about grand jury witness 1, wink wink, Jose Bodega, 555 on the goddamn numbers, man. Let's go, man. All is well. But we just read how grand jury witness 1 will be testifying about the beef between Roy Lee and Yella Beezy and how it all came to a confrontation that happened August the 1st, 2017 when they jumped Roy Lee, right? So what does this mean? What this means? This witness is not merely being offered to repeat general street rumors. The state appears to believe the witness has enough knowledge to establish that an identifiable conflict existed between Roy Lee and Yella Beezy, that it existed before Roy Lee was shot, and that the conflict moved from social media into real life, and that the later hostility did not suddenly originate after MO3's murder. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. That matters because the prosecution is trying to build a continuous retaliation timeline. And it looks a little something like this. Y'all can see it on the screen. It says Roy Lee and Yella conflict. Then it goes over, leads to Roy Lee's shooting and death, which leads to Yella Beezy shooting, which leads to Trap Boy's Freddy shooting, which they say escalated which led to escalating music and social media hostility, which led to Mo3's murder. The witness, they go on to say, the witness gives the state a human narrator for the beginning of that chain. Let's go. Passage number 2. Passage number 2. What happened during the confrontation? Grand jury, this is a quote from the document. Grand jury witness 1 will testify to the events that occurred during this confrontation. That is a direct quote from the paperwork that we just read. The state repeatedly emphasizes that a witness will describe the actual events occurring during the August 1st, 2017 confrontation, not merely that a confrontation happened. Yeah, that's a good distinction. He's just not going to, the grand jury witness 1, Jose Bodega, allegedly, is not just going to testify that something happened. No, they said that the state separately emphasizes that a witness will describe the actual events occurring during the August 1st, 2017 confrontation, not merely that a confrontation happened. The filing site states Exhibit 1008, specifically pages 56 through 59 and page 57, suggesting that the witness accounts already exist in some recorded, transcribed, or previously produced form. That's important for what 88 just asked. What if he don't show up? Which I think is a long shot in hell. But what if he don't show up? Just read that last sentence again. The filing sites state Exhibit 1008, specifically pages 56 through 59 and page 57. Here go the key part, suggesting that the witnesses' accounts already exist in some recorded, transcribed, or previously produced form. They already got it. So, what does this mean? What does this mean? This second sentence is more important than it initially appears. The first sentence establishes the existence of the feud. The second suggests the witness can provide specific details, possibly including, let's get into some of these details that this could possibly include. Who initiated the confrontation? What threats or accusations were made? Who was physically present? Whether GRC, PMG, HSM, or CME associates were involved. Whether weapons or violence were discussed. How serious the hostility appeared at the time, and whether the incident became known throughout the Dallas music community. Those are a few things that they said that this witness, Jose Bodega, could potentially testify to. The document does not reveal those details, but by saying the witness will testify to the quote-unquote events, the state signals that this is likely firsthand or closely connected testimony rather than a witness merely saying everybody knew they were beefing. This is somebody from the inside. So, why the state uses GJ Witness 1 instead of the person's name? There are several likely explanations. Let's get into a few of these. Number one, the source is being identified through sealed grand jury material. Because grand jury proceedings are generally secret, the prosecution may be using a neutral label to discuss the substance of testimony without publicly exposing the witness's identity or the complete grand jury transcript. Grand jury witness 1 may therefore be an internal designation attached to a transcript, summary, investigative report, or discovery exhibit. What's another possibility? Number 2, the state is protecting a cooperating or sensitive witness. The neutral label may reduce public exposure. Let's say intimidation concerns, retaliation risk, or pretrial publicity. That would make particular sense where the witness is associated with GRC and may be testifying about violent disputes involving people from the same social circle. So they can be protected cooperator. All right. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, the defense knows the identity, but the public filing remains redacted. Now, this one, I do believe this. I do believe that the same way Key1 came and told us this, Yella Beezy done seen the grand jury transcripts and his discovery as well. So they know who GJ Witness 1 is. All right? Excuse me. The filing citation to the State Exhibit 1008 at page 56 through 59 strongly suggests Conway's lawyer likely received more detailed material identifying the witness or containing the underlying account. The public sees GJ Witness 1, while the parties may know precisely who it is. There's just something else to corroborate, you know what I'm saying, for those that may think the Key1 was lying about there being Jose Bodega. Nah, and I remember some people saying he wouldn't even have access to his grand jury transcript. All right. Number 4, we still talk about why they even use the label GJ Witness 1. The label may have originated in Key1 White's discovery. Keywan reportedly identifying Jose Bodega as the GRC member who testified before the grand jury is significant, but it does not automatically prove that every reference to GJ Witness 1 in Conway's filing refers to Jose Bodega. There could have been several grand jury witnesses, and that's true. I'm gonna read that again. There could have been several grand jury witnesses, including law enforcement officers, associates, record label members, eyewitnesses, or cooperating defendants. So, could grand jury witness 1 be Jose Bodega? Yes. Based on the circumstance that we described, Jose Bodega is a very plausible candidate. Let's deep dive into that. The strongest reasons are: number one, Keywan Wright reportedly identified Jose as the GRC member who testified before the grand jury. Number two, the witness appears knowledgeable about a 2017 dispute involving Roy Lee and Yella Beezy. Number three, Jose Bodega was connected to GRC and therefore may have had access to people, conversations, and history surrounding the record label feud. Number four, Jose Bodega has already appeared in this case as an expected state witness. And number five, his federal history could have created pressure, incentive, or an agreement to provide information. But family, there are important limits. The passage does not say grand jury witness 1 was a GRC member. Grand jury witness 1 personally witnessed the confrontation. Grand jury witness 1 is Jose Bodega. Grand jury witness 1 testified about the murder for hire agreement. Or grand jury witness 1 directly implicated Yella Beezy in MO3's murder. The passage doesn't say none of that. It don't give us none of that. It don't give us none of that. So the safest conclusion is, what's the safest conclusion? The safest conclusion is this: Jose Bodega is presently, y'all know the legal chess machine got to be politically incorrect. That's why I love it, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna pop my shit, but then when we get into the actual situation, gotta be fair, politically correct. All right. Jose Bodega is presently the leading candidate based on Keywan's allegation and Jose's known role, but the filing alone does not establish the identification. All right. Just to be on the safe and integral side. All right. But let's move on. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all know I'm reading, so I can't look at the chat right now, but I will begin to the chat after this segment. All right. The legal chess behind this witness. Move number one. The state is giving the feud and the origin witness. Songs, Instagram lives, interviews, and street rumors can look confusing on a theatrical to jurors. Grand jury witness 1 allows the state to say this was not merely rap entertainment. A real confrontation occurred years before the murder. The witness converts digital content into a human story. Move number 2. The state is separating the feud's existence from Roy Lee's unsolved shooting. The state expressly acknowledges that Roy Lee's shooting remains unsolved, and there is no evidence proving Yella Beezy was responsible. That concession is strategic. Prosecutors do not necessarily need to prove Yella Beezy actually had Roy Lee shot. They primarily need to show people believe he or his associates were involved. Mo3 and his camp reacted to that belief. Yella and his associates believe Mo3's side retaliated, and those beliefs supplied motive for later violence. In other words, the motive theory can operate on perception, even when the underlying Roy Lee shooting was never solved. So move number 3. The witness helps authenticate the state's timeline. The prosecution's timeline contains interviews, social media posts, shootings, music, and confrontations. Without live testimony, the defense can characterize the timeline as prosecutors stitching unrelated incidents together. Grand jury witness 1 gives the state a testimonial anchor. And here's a quote, an example. Here's someone who can explain the first confrontation and why the later content mattered. All right, let's go to legal chess move number 4. The witness may open the door to a wider GRC history. Even though the stated purpose is narrow, examination could potentially expand into the relationship between Jose Bodega, Roy Lee, Yella Beezy, MO3, Jerry Johnson, Keyone White, and Trap Boy Freddy. How information traveled inside GRC, what the group believed about Roy Lee's death, how Yella's shooting affected GRC members, and whether retaliation was openly discussed. Those are the things they say the witness may open the door to. Those type of conversations. But let's move on. The judge may restrict this, especially if it becomes hearsay heavy or unfairly prejudicial. But the original confrontation gives prosecutors a legitimate starting point. A legitimate starting point. Like we said, this stuff would still be litigated on at Yella Beezy pretrial hearings coming up on the 16th and the 17th. I think this Thursday and Friday. All right. So how much of this stuff actually come in as far as the timeline, motive evidence, and all that, it will be ruled on very, very soon, because Yella Beezy have a pretrial about that coming up back-to-back days as well. Let's move on to move number 5. The state is showing that its grand jury witness may also be a trial witness. The wording is forward-looking, will testify. That suggests that the state is not relying solely upon secret grand jury testimony. It anticipates presenting the witness in open court during its case in chief. This distinction is important because grand jury testimony ordinarily cannot simply replace live trial testimony. At trial, the defense will ordinarily have the opportunity to cross-examine the witness regarding cooperation benefits, prior criminal exposure, inconsistencies, personal biases, whether the witness personally observed the confrontation, and whether the account is based on rumors. So, what this does and does not tell us about Jose Bodega's role. Assuming grand jury witness 1 is Jose Bodega, this passage would confirm that Jose Bodega's usefulness is broader than simply identifying members of GRC. His role would likely be that of a historical insider witness who can help prosecutors explain, number 1, how the feud began, number 2, how GRC members interpreted later shootings, number 3, why particular songs and posts were understood as retaliation, and number 4, and how the background connects to the alleged murder for hire conspiracy. But this passage alone does not reveal that Jose Bodega has direct knowledge of Yella ordering the murder, payment being delivered, Keyone being hired, Jerry organizing the shooting, or Trap Boy Freddy participating in the final plan. He may possess that information elsewhere, but the state invokes grand jury witness 1 here for the narrower purpose of proving the 2017 confrontation and the historical foundation of the feud. All right, don't get confused with it. They basically what they're saying is the passage that we read, right? That the grand jury witness 1 will testify to Roy Lee, Yella Beezy, woo woo woo. They not saying that grand jury witness 1, Jose Bodega, won't testify to the murder for hire stuff. They just saying that in their passage, they saying they're gonna use him in this moment, in this passage for Roy Lee. So don't get confused. I don't want nobody to get confused with that. So the defense's likely attack. How would they attack a nigga like Jose Bodega in this situation? The defense will probably argue that the state is using an old confrontation to create guilt by association and turn unrelated music industry disputes into a murder conspiracy. The likely cross-examination areas include, and these are some examples of some of the questions that they are asked during the cross. One question, here you go. Were you actually present? Next question, how clearly do you remember something from 2017? Did someone else tell you what happened? Were you facing federal charges when you testified? Were you hoping for leniency? Did prosecutors show you social media posts before the testimony? Can you identify anything Yella Beezy said that specifically concerned Mo3? Isn't it true Roy Lee's shooting was never connected to Yella? Those are just a few examples of the questions that they will probably ask him during the cross-examination. If Jose Bodega received favorable treatment, a dismissal, cooperation consideration, or another benefit, the defense will almost certainly place that before the jury as potential bias. So, what is my overall read? What is my overall read? The repeated wording does not mean GJ Witness 1 appears throughout the whole filing. It is one passage with two distinct testimonial propositions. Listen closely. Number one, GJ Witness 1 establishes that Roy Lee and Yella's social media feud led to an August 1st, 2017 confrontation. And number two, GJ Witness 1 supplies the details of what happened during that confrontation. Legally, that witness is being positioned as the state's starting point witness, the person who helps transform the prosecution's retaliation timeline from a collection of songs, rumors, and shootings into a connected history. And assuming Keywan's identification is accurate, Jose Bodega may be far more important than simply a GRC member who testified before the grand jury. He could be the witness prosecutors use to teach the jury how the feud began, how GRC interpreted each retaliatory event, and why the state says Mo3's murder was the final move in a years-long cycle of retaliation. All right? So that's just the foundation of it. Let me check on the chat real quick. Before we get into this new segment. How y'all doing? Check. Y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all woke? What's up with you, China? I see you in here. Positive vibes. What's up with your family? Salute to everybody in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't hit that like button, please hit the like button for your boy. You know what I'm saying? While you in the building. All right, so let's move on to the next question. So, while going further into this, you know what I'm saying? While going further into this, I had to ask the question, does the number one in the label, grand jury witness 1, mean there are multiple grand jury witnesses? All right? Does GJ witness 1 mean that there are multiple grand jury witnesses? Let's get into this. Let's get into that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Yes, that is the most likely interpretation. In legal filings, when prosecutors use a designation like GJ Witness 1, the numbering almost always implies there is at least one additional grand jury witness somewhere in the case. Don't sleep on it, child. Don't sleep on it. The numbers is a way of distinguishing multiple witnesses without publicly identifying them. Let's go. Let's move on. Let's move on. However, there is an important distinction. It strongly suggests there are multiple grand jury witnesses, but it does not prove that every one of those witnesses is a civilian or a cooperator. Some could be law enforcement officers, investigators, or record custodians, which is true. So let's get into the most likely possibilities. Start with possibility 1, the most likely. Multiple grand jury witnesses testified. This is how prosecutors typically organize discovery. For example, grand jury witness 1 equals Jose Bodega, if Key1 claim is accurate. Grand jury witness 2 equals Detective Barnes. And again, it's just for example. Grand jury witness 3, another investigator. Grand jury witness 4, civilian witness. The numbering simply identifies whose testimony is being referenced. All right. Possibility number 2. Multiple civilian witnesses. Another possibility is that several civilians testify before the grand jury. Examples could include Jose Bodega, Jossie, Rainwater, another GRC associate, someone from MO3's camp. The grand jury often hears from numerous fake witnesses before returning an indictment in a major murder case. That's interesting right there. That is interesting right there. Let's move on to possibility number 3. The numbering comes from an internal witness list. Sometimes prosecutors assign witness numbers for organization rather than because only those witnesses testify before the grand jury. For example, grand jury witness 1, grand jury witness 2, grand jury witness 3. Those labels may correspond to grand jury transcripts or discovery indexes, which I really do believe that they do. But here's what caught my eye. Here's what caught my attention, rather. My apologies. Here's what caught my attention. The state doesn't write a grand jury witness. Instead, it repeatedly writes grand jury witness 1 will testify. That wording suggests that it is an identified individual whose identity is already known to the defense, even if it's concealed from the public filing. That's different from saying a witness will testify. They essentially use the same label every time. So the legal chess, what is the legal chess of all of this? What is the legal chess of all of this? This is where things get interesting. If GJ Witness 1 is truly Jose Bodega, then the numbering naturally raises another question. Who the hell is GJ Witness 2? Right? If GJ Witness 1 is Jose Bodega, then who the hell is grand jury witness number 2? Gotta be a number 2 if there's a number 1. Because they just would have said a grand jury witness would testify. Y'all feel me? So the question will become very important because grand jury witnesses are usually selected for a reason. In a capital murder for remuneration case, prosecutors typically present witnesses who can establish different parts of their theory, such as the history of the feud, the relationship among the alleged co-conspirators, overt acts and furtherance of the conspiracy, electronic or physical evidence, and the murder itself. One witness rarely covers all of those subjects. All right? So let's get into the next segment. Let me check on the chat real quick. Make sure everybody good down there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all good? I know y'all probably at work. You know what I'm saying? Doing y'all thing. Context proves there are multiple. Let's go. Context is another word for the tea leaves. When I be telling y'all, sometimes you can tell if niggas snitching or not just off reading the tea leaves. That's another word for context. So salute to my boy Pete. You know what I'm saying? Let me scroll up, see if I see any more interesting excellent journalism. Let's go, Fat Tony. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Let's go. Sis Kim said, usually other informants don't know who other informants are. However, it's possible for informants to find out about other informants. Hell, sometimes you got 2 informants that's working together. You know what I'm saying? Look like that's the case in this situation. She said, you working it, Josh, while I'm working. Let's go. Come on, son. Keep up the good. Let's go, Mama Maria. All right, let me keep cooking. All right, so the next question, I most definitely appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. So the next question, right? And this one here was a little bit lengthy because you got to feed Chat GPT. You know what I'm saying? So now we about to get into, matter of fact, let me show y'all this. Let's do this real quick. Let's do this in real time, shall we? Let me go ahead and pull this website up. Dallas County, Texas portal. Because I got the screenshot back here. But I don't be wanting people thinking, Josh don't do nothing but show screenshots of paperwork. He never show y'all nothing from the. All right, let's do this. Let's go to the actual portal. All right. Let's go to the actual portal to look at this. Then I'm gonna get into the next question, the next breakdown. Cause we offer Jose Bodega. All right. We know what it is with Jose Bodega. Jose Bodega is more stamped and it's more obvious and clear than Jerry Johnson. But like I said, we just putting the nails in the coffin. All right. Everybody should know that grand jury witness 1 is Jose Bodega. He's the only person that was around Yella Beezy that could testify, they could even speak to the Roy Lee situation. You know what I'm saying? He's the only, we got that squared away. Now, on top of that, Keywan White said the man testified before the grand jury, and I just proved to y'all how Keywan went lied to that, how lying about that through the bond hearing about Yella Beezy. All right, so that's squared away. All right, let's move on to Jerry Johnson. All right, let's move on to Jerry Johnson. Let me add this to the stage. Let's go to the Dallas Portal. Let's go on a field trip real quick, y'all. Let's go on a field trip real quick. Y'all can see my screen, right? Because I'm not looking at the chat. Hold on. But I do love y'all, though. Let's go Johnson. Let's go Johnson. Jerry Lynn Johnson. Now, that's going to fuck me up if this motherfucker been updated. They're going to be crazy. I'm going to start a whole new episode, goddamn it. But I doubt it, though. I doubt it. Come on, man. Now, this just started tripping. Every time I try to get into this goddamn portal, okay, I'm about to say, every time I try to get into this portal on the internet, it always want to give me the runaround. But I be able to peruse and scroll all day while I'm off live. All right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna scroll all the way to the bottom. We're gonna scroll all the way to the bottom. We're gonna go to page number 2. Page number 2, and it's gonna be the first. One of these days, I gotta see what this other inactive case is from 2022 on his shit. I never clicked on it. I'm gonna see what that is one day and see if there's anything pertaining to. All right, so look, this is Jerry Johnson's case information. Jerry Lynn Johnson, Jerry Lynn. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the case number F-25-000178. Y'all see this right here? Case status still inactive. Still inactive. Can y'all see that? Let me go to the chat real quick. I should have did it the other way so I can still look at the chat. So did y'all see that? Do y'all need me to show it again? Talk to me, chat. Talk to me. So before we get into the new business, y'all just see what I just showed y'all. Jerry Johnson case is still inactive as of July 15th, 2026. Jerry Johnson, all right, Jazz said yes. Okay, cool. So I ain't got to go back. I'll do it one more time while I'm explaining it. Jerry Johnson as of July 15th, because I got a screenshot, but it's an old screenshot. No, we're going to go directly through the portal. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Johnson case is still inactive, which means he have yet, still to this point, he have yet to make his way to Dallas County to handle his scandal with this state case involving MO3. It's still inactive. Still inactive. I'm looking as the time go by, I'm looking more and more right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a bunch of people are, he'll be back in 30 days and this, then the third. Man, please. So let's get into this. Let's put the nail in the coffin with old Jerry Johnson, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's put the nail in the coffin with old Jerry Johnson. So, entering the next segment of the show. Make sure this is the right one. Okay. All right, here we go. I got it. All right. Entering the next segment of the show, man. Hope everybody down there doing good. I had to ask. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is a more lengthier question because I be wanting to make sure that me and AI is on the same goddamn page. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey, this the question I asked. I said, Jerry Johnson, a GRC member and indicted co-conspirator of Yella Beezy, took a federal plea deal and was sentenced to 27 years in the feds. His plea deal contained heavy cooperation language and clauses. His state case involving Mo3's murder has been inactive for at least a year. Mo3 trial is set for August 24th, and Jerry's case is still inactive, and he hasn't been back to Dallas County yet, even after his federal case was resolved. Remember what everybody was saying? When he be back, he gotta have to get his federal stuff resolved. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, okay, cool. So I said, and Jerry's case is still inactive, and he hasn't been back to Dallas County yet, even after his federal case was resolved. Given everything we know, the information I provided, and the timing of the trial, are we ready to conclude at this point that Jerry Johnson is cooperating? Let's examine all the possibilities and the legal chess of it motherfucking all. All right, so let's get into this. Off the gate, out the motherfucking gate. Why the current situation looks suspicious. From the screenshot that I showed, Jerry Dallas County case F-25-00178 remains marked inactive, although it was filed March 25th, 2025, and Conway's trial is scheduled for August 24th, 2026. Now, standing alone, inactive does not prove cooperation, but the surrounding pattern raises legitimate questions. All right, now ChatGPT is a lot more fair than I am. Okay, I'm like, look, fuck the possibilities. You know, this nigga, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But again, y'all know, gotta have some, you know what I'm saying, some integrity with it. You know, so we gonna make sure we do it the right way. But we most definitely slam the nail in his coffin. Okay, so Jerry is not an unrelated defendant waiting on an entirely separate case. According to the state's alleged structure, he is reportedly one of the central figures. Yella Beezy allegedly financed the murder. Jerry allegedly helped organize or coordinate it. Keyone allegedly committed the shooting, and Devin allegedly assisted with logistics. Yet, Conway, Keyone, and Devin cases moved through hearings and trial preparation, while Jerry's remain parked. That is the anomaly. That is an anomaly, family. Don't let nobody think that what's going on, that you got 4 people indicted, right? 4 people indicted on the same charge, murder for hire, woo, woo, woo. 3 of them cases gone through the trial, pre-trial shit. 3 of their cases moving, the other one ain't going nowhere. That is an anomaly, y'all. That is not, yes, it happens, but it's not normal. It's not normal. So let's get into it. The strongest cooperation indicators. All right, let's go. Number 1, his state case has remained inactive while the principal trial advances. If prosecutors intended to prosecute Jerry conventionally and promptly, one might expect at least some visible activity after his federal sentence. I mean, at least some activity. It's one thing for the brother not to been back to Dallas County. Goddamn, you won't even see no activity going on in his shit. You know what I'm saying? So that activity could include status hearings, attorney appearance, transport requests, discovery litigation, scheduling order, plea setting, or trial severance activity. We ain't seen none of that. Instead, the case remained publicly frozen. That can be consistent with prosecutors deliberately avoiding action that would force Jerry to take a final position before Yella Beezy's trial. It's legal chess, man. Legal chess. Let's go. Number 2, we talk about the cooperation indicators, right? Things that let us, the indications that let us know this nigga cooperating. Number 2, the federal case is no longer a sufficient explanation by itself. Before April 27, 2026, which was the day Jerry was sentenced, right? Before April 27, 2026, the simple explanation was Dallas County is waiting for Jerry's federal case to finish. How many of us heard that? I know I did. That explanation has weakened now that he's been sentenced. The fact that Dallas County has still not visibly activated his case means the delay may be tied to something other than merely waiting for the federal prosecution to conclude. That does not automatically equal cooperation, let's be fair, but it removes the most obvious innocent explanation. All right, number three, things that indicate this nigga's cooperating. Number 3, Jerry's position gives him unusually valuable information. If the state's allegations are accurate, Jerry may possess information about how the alleged murder plan developed, who first proposed it, communications with Yella, recruitment or direction of Keyone, money or promised remuneration, post-murder discussions, vehicle and firearm logistics, attempts to conceal evidence, and statements made by alleged conspirators. A person in Jerry's alleged position could potentially connect otherwise separate evidence into a complete conspiracy narrative. That makes him far more useful as a cooperating insider than as merely another defendant tried separately. Follow me. Follow me. Number 4, we still own the indicators, that the things that indicated that are indicating that Jerry could potentially be cooperating. Number 4, he already faces a very long federal sentence. A 27-year federal sentence creates both pressure and leverage. Even after sentencing, a defendant can continue providing substantial assistance. Federal prosecutors may seek a post-sentencing reduction through Rule 35B when the sentence materially helps investigate or prosecute another person. DOJ guidance identifies 5K1.1 and Rule 35 as standard mechanisms for rewarding substantial cooperation. So that 27-year don't mean a goddamn thing. You hear me? Therefore, Jerry's sentencing did not close the cooperation window. It may actually shift the mechanism from a sentencing departure to a possible later Rule 35 motion. All right, number 5. Yeah, we put all the skeletons out of homeboy closet, man. Number 5 on indicators that he's cooperating. Number 5, the state has grand jury testimony and exhibits specifically tied to Jerry's indictment. In Jerry's state case, prosecutors moved to release sworn, transcribed grand jury testimony and evidentiary exhibits that were used to obtain his indictment. They also sought permission to use that material in judicial proceedings. That filing does not establish that Jerry testified or corroborated, but it shows his case involves a developed grand jury record that could overlap significantly with the evidence and witnesses being used against Conway and others. So in nigga terms, basically, they saying that before Jerry Johnson state case went cold, matter of fact, I think I still got the screen pulled up. I could show y'all real quick. I could show y'all. I want to demonstrate today. Let me demonstrate today. I can show y'all. Let me share my screen one more time. I can break this down in nigga terms. You heard me? Hold on. Share screen. Details. Yeah, we just do a small screen right now. All right, let me look over here. Pull this up. All right. There we go. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see that over there. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all can see that from y'all end. You know what I'm saying? So, again, we are still on Jerry Johnson's, you know what I'm saying, court, his state case docket, Dallas County. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same page we was on. Now, let's pay attention to the activity. Let's pay attention to his activity. You know what I'm saying? Before his case went froze. Excuse me, y'all. It says events and hearings. Okay, 325 grand jury true bill. Okay, you got the referral case. Let's go. Let's go all the way down. What's the last things he did? What are some of the last things that he tried to get and look into before his case went cold? We're gonna start from the last one. The last thing he did was on May 7th, 2025. And he put in a motion seeking authorization to release grand jury materials. He filed a motion seeking an authorization to release grand jury materials. You know what I'm saying? Then he filed another motion on 4/21/2025 to another motion to release grand jury records. There's a whole bunch of grand jury shit in here. He put in a request for the notice of intent of extraneous offenses, motion to disclose expert witnesses. Yeah, he wanted all this. He wanted everything. He wanted to know the full throttle that they got against him. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to know everything that they had against him. So, but let's pay attention to this though. Before his case went inactive, the last motion he put in was a motion seeking authorization to release grand jury materials. Y'all know why that's important? Y'all know why that is important? Because GJ Witness 1, grand jury witness 1, may not only told on Yella Beezy, but he probably more than likely told on Jerry Johnson as well. And who is grand jury witness one? Allegedly, Jose Bodega. Jose Bodega. So after Jerry Johnson, he got all the expert witnesses, he got all the grand jury material, all of that stuff. He went through that shit and said, "Oh hell no, these folks got me red-handed. My own cousin told on me." You know what I'm saying? It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. All right, so I just want to show y'all that real quick. Let's get back to the bill. So we're gonna read number 5 again after just looking at what we just looked at. All right. Let's read number 5 one more time. The indicators, right? Because we're going through the indications that let us know, the tea leaves that let us know that Jerry Johnson could potentially be cooperating. You know what I'm saying? Number 5, the state has grand jury testimony and exhibits specifically tied to Jerry's indictment. In Jerry's state case, I just showed y'all, prosecutors moved to release sworn, transcribed grand jury testimony and evidentiary exhibits that were used to obtain his indictment. They also sought permissions to use that material in judicial proceedings. That filing does not establish that Jerry testified or cooperated, but it shows his case involves a developed grand jury record that could overlap significantly with the evidence and witnesses being used against Yella Beezy and others. He got the shit. He got the shit. So, why Jerry has not returned to Dallas County? Let's talk about it. Why Jerry has not returned to Dallas County. This part is less conclusive than it looks. Dallas County, hold on, make sure I'm on the right one. Okay, Dallas County does not necessarily need to transport Jerry months before trial, merely because his federal sentence ended. If he is in federal custody, the state can seek a writ when it actually needs him for a hearing, plea proceedings, a trial, or testimony. Transporting, hold on, let's move to the next slide. Transporting an incarcerated federal defendant involves security, scheduling, housing, and coordination between jurisdictions. Prosecutors may wait until close to the appearance date. So, Jerry not physically returning to Dallas yet does not independently prove cooperation. What makes it suspicious is the combination of no transport and no visible case activity and the approaching Conway trial. Y'all see how they tie in? So if you was to isolate one, let's say Jerry Johnson not being back in Dallas, okay, that could be a myriad of things, right? But once you combine it with, okay, Jerry ain't back in Dallas, his state case still inactive, and the trial is down there in a month, that's when, you know what I'm saying? Like if you was to take one of them things and you can make an excuse or a rhyme or reason for it. But once you lump all that shit together, you're like, oh, hell no. Even AI saying, oh, hell no. But let's get to the main possibilities. Right? Possibility number 1. Jerry is actively cooperating against Conway, Yella Beezy, and or the others. This is now a strong possibility. Under this scenario, prosecutors are keeping Jerry's state case inactive because activating it could expose negotiations, generate public filings revealing his position, trigger litigation over his statements, complicate his Fifth Amendment status, or force the state to resolve his case before it has used him. Hold on, let me read that again so we can be clear. Or force the state to resolve his case before it has used him at Conway's trial. That's what they saying. If they was to activate his state case, they saying those are things that could potentially be at risk. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, hold on. Wait a fucking minute. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. The legal chess would be straightforward. Keep Jerry under indictment. Preserve maximum leverage. Obtain his information, corroborate it independently, and delay rewarding until after he testifies truly. A unresolved capital murder charge gives Dallas County powerful leverage. The state would have little incentive to dismiss or reduce the case early. Possibility 2. Let's go to possibility number 2. Jerry has provided information, but prosecutors have not yet accepted him as a trial witness. I do believe this is a very, very strong possibility right here. The one one of the ones that I strongly lean in, because remember, it's my theory that Jerry won't even be testifying. Yes, he's cooperating, but there's levels to it. It's my theory. I could be wrong. That Jerry is going to just add the evidence behind the scenes. They're going to corroborate it, and Jose Bodega is going to be the actual GRC insider that takes the stand. But I could be wrong. But let's get to possibility number 2. Jerry has provided information, but prosecutors have not yet accepted him as a trial witness. Cooperation is not all or nothing. I'm going to read that again. Cooperation is not all or nothing. Jerry may have participated in proffer sessions, answered questions, identified evidence, explained communications, supplied leads, or attempted to negotiate. Prosecutors, next slide, prosecutors may be corroborating what he said before deciding whether to call him. Under this possibility, Jerry is talking, but he is not yet finalized cooperating witness. This distinction is important because a person can provide information without earning a deal or even taking the stand. Let's go to possibility number 3. Let's go. Possibility number 3. Jerry has an agreement, but the state may not call him. Another one I agree with right here. Even when a defendant cooperates, prosecutors may decide his testimony carried too much baggage, and that's the reason why. No matter of fact, scratch that. Possibility 3 is the one that I agree with, not possibility 2, because that's my theory. Jerry Johnson would not be taking the stand against Yella Beezy. Not because he's not cooperating behind the scenes, but because he's too vulnerable. His testimony comes with too much baggage. He's an indicted co-conspirator alongside Yella Beezy. That's too much ground for impeachment. Too much room to create reasonable doubt on behalf of the defense. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't sit an indicted co-conspirator across Toby Shook, and now the defense have a chance to cross-examine and poke holes in his story. No, I would not use him. Jose Bodega on the other end never was indicted for this. Has the same connectivity to the GRC and Yella Beezy as Jerry. Was around for everything just as much as Jerry was. Just safer and cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Just safer and cleaner in my opinion. Like I said, I could be wrong. But let's read this though. Even when a defendant cooperates, prosecutors may decide his testimony carries too much baggage. The defense would attack Jerry using his federal conviction, his 27-year sentence, his pending capital murder charge, any promised benefit, prior inconsistent statements, his alleged participation, and his obvious motive to save his own ass. Those are my words, y'all. Hold on. So, the state might therefore use Jerry primarily as a roadmap witness behind the scenes. Number 1, Jerry provides information. Number 2, investigators obtain records, surveillance, business affidavits, phone data, or other witnesses. Number 3, prosecutors present the corroborated evidence instead of putting Jerry on the stand. That would explain why later evidence suddenly appears without Jerry publicly becoming a witness. Now, I gotta look y'all in y'all face when I say this before we get into the other possibility. Let me look y'all in y'all face. You know what I'm saying? Now, I need for y'all to pay attention to some things, right? Jerry Johnson was sentenced April 27, 2026. Now, me being somebody that's actually keeping up with the actual filings and paperwork and documents that come by way of this case and trial, the same day Jerry was sentenced, right? And I went live about a lot of this stuff, so y'all gotta go back in the archives. The first thing, the same day, the state put in a business affidavit for a credit union, not a bank. They've been subpoenaing the banks, right? Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, but for the first time ever in this trial, now they got a credit union. It's the same day Jerry Johnson was sentenced. Follow me, right? Some other things came out. Okay, woo. Then the next thing, damn, Texas Elite Collision. No, what am I right? Yes, it was Texas Elite Collision, right? Texas Elite Collision. Bam, they got videos, whatever, of the Camaro. Now, all this stuff, if the state had all this, man, they would have been presented this shit. You hear me? They would have been presented it. All this came out, all these new evidence and filings and stuff in the docket and the paperwork, all this stuff came out after Jerry was sentenced. So we had the credit union for the first time ever. For the first time ever, now they got the Camaro or videos of the Camaro. I'm not saying they have the physical Camaro, but they most definitely have videos of the Camaro at Texas Elite Collision. And number 3, for the first time ever, and all this stuff happened a month before trial. For the first time ever, Trap Boy Freddy is a co-conspirator, labeled as a co-conspirator. Now, Jose Bodega, he did what he did early. He did what he did early on in the game. So I don't believe Jose Bodega gave them this information, because they would have been filed it. You know what I'm saying? It would have been out there already in the paperwork and stuff. So what happened? Who the hell automatically gave these people all this information where they got a credit union, videos of Camaro, they feel confident with Lave and Trap Boy Freddy as a co-conspirator in the paperwork? Because you need evidence. Don't get it fucked up. Even if it's even in just paperwork. If you gonna label somebody like Trap Boy Freddy a co-conspirator, you better believe these people got some type of evidence. Now, is it strong enough evidence for an indictment? We'll have to see. But you're not going to label a nigga a co-conspirator if you ain't got no evidence. So what new evidence was they led to that made them comfortable with now, a month before Yella Beezy trial, calling Trap Boy Freddy a co-conspirator? What new evidence led them to the Camaro? What new evidence led them to the credit union? And all this happened after Jerry Johnson was sentenced on the 27th. Come on, man. They put out, look, got to put that thinking cap on, man. The context, the tea leaves. Read the tea leaves, man. Read the tea leaves. All right, so let's get it. Let's continue on to possibility number 4. Dallas County is simply sequencing prosecutions. This is a non-cooperation. I mean, there is still a non-cooperation explanation. Again, we talk about why Jerry ain't been back to Dallas County, right? So, again, we got to have some truthful fairness and integrity while we do this, right? You know what I'm saying? It says there is still a non-cooperation explanation. There's still one, just one. The state may want to try Conway first because he's alleged to be the financier. His case is specially set. His lawyers are already litigating extensive evidentiary issues. His trial, Yella Beezy, may establish admissibility rulings useful in other cases, i.e. Trap Boy Freddy. And the state may want to assess how witnesses perform before trying Jerry. Now, to me, this is a crock of shit to me. I'm not buying this. If anything, they would try Jerry first and use all of that against Yella Beezy. He's the big fish. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. But that's an explanation. Just to be fair, it's a non-cooperation explanation on why Jerry Johnson might not be in Dallas. But let's move on. Jerry's case could remain inactive because his separate prosecution is lower. Hold on. Because his separate prosecution is lower in the current sequence, not because he is cooperating. This remains plausible, especially if the state intends to try him after Conway. Again, which is a crock of shit to me. But we just had to offer up, all sides of it. I'm fair. What the 27-year sentence tells us. What does Jerry Johnson's federal 27-year sentence tells us? This sentence cuts both ways. Why it could support cooperation. A defendant may cooperate and still receive a severe sentence when the underlying conduct is extremely serious. The guideline exposure is high. The cooperation is incomplete. Prosecutors reserve reward until after future testimony, or the government plans to consider a later Rule 35 motion. And Rule 35 is post-sentence reduction that you get when you cooperate. A long sentence does not disprove cooperation. That's for the ones who be like, man, look, man, he got 27 years on the 30, woo. Nah, that don't mean nothing, man. That don't mean nothing. The biggest legal chess explanation. The cleanest cooperation scenario is this. Phase 1, federal leverage. Jerry pleads guilty federally and becomes obligated to remain truthful under the agreement and any supplement. And I wish I had that pulled up, but we read to y'all. Go back some episodes. We read to y'all the clause. I think it was number 6 in Jerry Johnson paperwork, where they most definitely said that he's obligated to be truthful. You know what I'm saying? So yes, he has those clauses. Hold on, man. He has those clauses in his federal paperwork. Damn, man, where was I? Hold on. The biggest legal chess explanation. Hold on, y'all. Okay, here we go. All right. So, phase 1, federal leverage. Jerry pleads guilty federally and becomes obligated to remain truthful under the agreement and any supplement. Phase 2, information exchange. So, after the federal leverage comes to phase 2, information exchange. Federal agents and Dallas investigators who already have overlapping involvement debrief him regarding GRC activity and potentially the MO3 case. Okay, phase 3. Let's go to phase 3. Okay, hold on. So let's make sure we know how this go. I don't want to move too fast. So phase 1, right? Create the federal leverage. GRC case, you know what I'm saying? State murder case, boom. Okay, we got our leverage, right? Phase 2. Okay, now we get the information exchange, all right? Then after they get the information, phase 3 is cooperation. They corroborate the information, all right? Investigators use this information to locate records or witnesses rather than relying exclusively on his word. This could include, now listen close, I'm going to read that again. Listen closely. I want to make sure I ain't reading too fast. Listen closer to this, y'all. Because I just kind of broke this down to y'all about the new stuff that came out after he was sentenced, right? Now, I didn't write this. So listen, phase 3, cooperation. Investigators use his information to locate records or witnesses rather than relying exclusively on his word. This could include business records, vehicle evidence, financial documents, communications, surveillance, travel records, or previously unidentified witnesses. It looks like to me that it's been some evidence corroborated. Right? They've been had his word. They probably been had his testimony. They corroborated the evidence, and now we see Texas Elite Collision. Now we see the credit union. Now we see motherfucking medical records and Trap Boy Freddy listed as a co-conspirator. Now all of a sudden all this stuff come out. You know why? Because something new was corroborated. Not nothing old. Not nothing Jose Bodega told them down there a year or two ago. No, something new was introduced and corroborated. All right? Phase 4. So let's go through it more time. So the first phase, create the federal leverage. The second phase, exchange the information. The third phase, corroborate the information. And phase 4, maintain. Now, after you get the information, look how these people play it, man. You know, now after you get the information and corroborate the information, now you got to maintain your state, maintain the state leverage, right? Dallas County leaves his capital case pending and inactive. No public reward is given before he performs. Boy, these people, boy. Phase 5, Conway trial, the actual trial. Jerry is either brought in as a surprise or late disclosed cooperating witness, used only if necessary, or kept off the stand while corroborated evidence carries the case. The last one is what I believe is going to play out. And they say kept off the stand while corroborated evidence carries the case. All right, phase 6. So we at the trial. After the trial, now we at phase 6, which is hold on, did I skip one? It was phase 4. I think I left one out, y'all. Well, phase 6. Sorry, it is. Players fuck up. Phase 6, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Where am I? Okay, phase 6, reward or prosecution. After Conway's trial, the state decides whether to reduce Jerry's charge, negotiate a concurrent sentence, dismiss the case, reactivate and prosecute him, or leave the charge pending while other trials continue. That would be classic legal chess because prosecutors preserve every option while Jerry assumes nearly all the risk. So the final conclusion to this part, based on everything currently known, I would frame it this way. The evidence is strong enough to suspect that Jerry Johnson has at least, this the politically correct way to frame it, right? So if you was to argue on YouTube or something, this is the way they would, this is the politically correct framing of what we're discussing, right? The evidence is strong enough to suspect that Jerry Johnson has at least been approached, debriefed, or involved in cooperation discussions. It is not yet strong enough to responsibly declare that he has a finalized deal or would testify against Yella Beezy. But again, that's the politically correct answer. But nigga, I know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? I know what's going on. You know what I mean? So the inactive case is no longer easily explained solely by unresolved federal prosecution because their prosecution has now reached sentencing. The approaching August 24th trial makes the continued silence more significant. But the public plea agreement, the 27-year sentence, and the inactive docket still permit several non-cooperation explanations. So the legal chase verdict. What is the legal chase verdict for this? Cooperation is the leading strategic possibility, but confirmation is still one visible court move away. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. But we all know. I ain't like if you don't believe it, then it's all good. I'm moving too fast. I'm take that off. If you don't believe it, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You will see it when everybody else see it. You know what I mean? Okay, so the next question. Let me see. I think this is the last. Yeah, okay. All right. So the last question, y'all. The last question that I had to ask, right? The last question, I had be having a lot of questions, but I don't be wanting these episodes to be 12 hours long. All right. But the next question I asked, I said, okay, since Jerry Johnson was sentenced in the feds in April, a lot of new information has been hitting. Hold on, let me make sure this is the right one. Make sure this is the right one. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this. Okay, yeah, this is the right one. Okay. I said, right? And this basically I just broke down to y'all. I said since Jerry Johnson was sentenced in the feds in April, a lot of new information has been hitting the docket and paperwork. There's been a subpoena for a credit union, Texas Elite collision records regarding the murder vehicle, and recently we've seen Trap Boy Freddy being labeled as a co-conspirator for the first time in this case. Is all this groundbreaking info and evidence coming out now just a coincidence, or is it plausible that Jerry could be providing certain information to the investigators? All right, so I couldn't leave without asking it. I don't want to make it like I know everything, so I'll be having to ask to make sure to confirm and whatever case may be, or even to learn. Because sometimes I don't research with a biasness. You know what I'm saying? I actually research to prove myself wrong. To be honest with you. I find that to be the best way to research or study is to prove yourself wrong, to go against what you think. All right. So I said, is all this groundbreaking info and evidence coming out now just a coincidence, or is it plausible that Jerry could be providing information to investigators? Let's get into this, man. Let's finish off strong, family. Matter of fact, let me check on y'all one more time before we finish off strong. Y'all good down here? Sorry, man. You know what I'm saying? If I missed any gifts and cheers or whatever the case may be. Y'all good? All right, let's finish out. Then I'll holler at y'all in a second. Hold on. Let's finish this one out strong. Where we at? Okay. So, is it a coincidence, or is it plausible that Jerry is actually giving them the information? This is one of the strongest timing questions in the case, and I think it's important to separate what is plausible from what can actually be concluded from the public record. Let's cook. The timeline is certainly notable. Looking at the sequence that I followed over the last several months, April 2026, Jerry Johnson is sentenced in federal court. After that, we began seeing a series of filings and evidence-related developments, including a credit union subpoena, business records from Texas Elite Collision concerning the Camaro, additional timeline filings, out-of-state subpoenas, and in the state's recent filing, Trap Boy Freddy being expressly described as a co-conspirator rather than simply an associate. Viewed together, it's understandable why observers ask whether these developments are connected rather than coincidental. Let's keep cooking. So let's get into it. So, could Jerry have provided information? Yes, it's a plausible hypothesis. If Jerry were cooperating, investigators could use information he provided in exactly the way experienced prosecutors typically prefer. So let's get into that. What are those ways that they would use? Hold on. What are the ways they would use it? Jerry identifies a lead. Investigators do not rely solely on Jerry's word. Number 3, they independently corroborated through bank records, business affidavits, surveillance, phone records, vehicle records, witness interviews, subpoenas, and digital evidence. Number 4, the corroborated evidence, not Jerry's statements alone, is what gets presented to the jury. That is common investigative approach because corroborated evidence is generally much stronger than testimony from an alleged co-conspirator standing by himself. So, how each development fits that theory that he is cooperating and that Jerry actually gave them this information. All right, so let's start with the credit union subpoena. The credit union subpoena. If an insider suggested, or if Jerry suggested, quote unquote, look at this account, investigators would still need subpoenas, certified records, custodial records before introducing anything at trial. A subpoena itself does not prove an informant existed, but it is consistent with investigators following a specific lead. Read that one more time. Because we seen the city credit union. We seen it. We seen a subpoena for that. And they say a subpoena itself does not prove an informant existed, but it is consistent with investigators following a specific lead. Okay, so let's go to Texas Elite collision records, where they talked about the Camaro. This one is particularly interesting. Business affidavits and surveillance requests often occur because investigators have a reason to believe a particular business is relevant. That reason could come from prior investigative work, surveillance, cell phone data, tips from witnesses, or information from someone involved. The affidavit itself does not reveal the source of the lead. But let's play process of elimination real quick, right? Prior investigative work. That mean they would have had the lead to pop this Camaro, and we would have been on this over the course of 5 to 6 years. So I'm gonna rule that one out personally. Surveillance, same thing. If they had surveillance, we would have been on that. You know what I'm saying? Over the course of 5 to 6 years, we would have been known about the surveillance they had on that Camaro. Cell phone data, right? They got MO3 phone, YELLA BEEZY phone, Devin phone, Key One phone. God damn it, they've been had these phones. So if this new lead that led them to this collision business about this Camaro, if a new lead came by way of cell phone data, it just don't make sense to me. They've been had everybody data. Tips from witnesses. Now, unless somebody from the Texas Elite collision didn't fuck around and called, I don't see that being the case at all either. Then it says, or information from someone involved. Makes the most sense to me. New information from someone involved. You know what I'm saying? The affidavit, but again, the affidavit itself does not reveal the source of the lead. So let's move on to Trap Boy Freddy being labeled a co-conspirator all of a sudden. This may be the most significant legal development. For months, many filings referred to Trap Boy Freddy by name or discussed his hospital records without publicly calling him a co-conspirator. Now the state has chosen that label. The state has picked a side. That does not mean prosecutors suddenly discovered hold on, let me read this slow. That does not mean prosecutors suddenly discovered Trap Boy's role after Jerry's sentencing. It could simply reflect that they are now willing to describe their theory more explicitly because trial is approaching. Okay, they could, okay. But it's also reasonable to ask whether additional evidence gave prosecutors greater confidence in publicly framing him that way. The filing itself does not answer that question. All right. So the legal chess. If Jerry is cooperating, prosecutors will have every incentive not to rush into court saying Jerry is helping us. Instead, they will likely quietly verify every statement, avoid relying solely on his testimony, strengthen the case with independent evidence, and only decide later whether Jerry even needs to testify. From a trial strategy perspective, that's much stronger than asking the jury to simply believe an indicted co-conspirator. So, my overall assessment, I would not say this proves Jerry is cooperating. I also would not dismiss the timing as meaningless coincidence. Hold on, let me unclick that. Let me start over so we can all disconnect. Okay, so I would not say this proves Jerry is cooperating. I also would not dismiss the timing as meaningless coincidence. Instead, I frame it this way. The sequence of events is consistent with the possibility that like I told y'all, hey, motherfucker be so politically correct, but I love it though. All right, so they said I would frame it this way. The sequence of events is consistent with the possibility that investigators receive new or newly usable information after Jerry's federal case reached sentencing. If Jerry has been providing information, the kind of filings that we're seeing, financial subpoenas, business records, and refined conspiracy allegations, are the kinds of corroborative investigative steps you would expect. At the same time, those same filings could also be explained by ordinary but intensive trial preparation in a complex conspiracy prosecution. So let's get into the probability assessment. Based solely on the public record that we discussed over the past several months, not on speculation, I will roughly assess the possibilities like this. All right, number one, Jerry has provided at least some information to investigators, whether or not he'll testify. They say this moderately plausible. Okay. Number two, the recent filings are entirely routine trial preparation with no connection to Jerry. Also plausible. The recent filings conclusively prove Jerry is cooperating, not supported by the current public evidence, but it ain't been made public just yet. So, one thing I do find noteworthy, and here's the kicker. One thing I do find noteworthy is that the state's recent filing appears to present a more refined and more confident theory of the conspiracy than earlier filings. Whether that refinement came from Jerry, another witness, additional digital evidence, or the normal progression of the investigation cannot be determined from the public record alone. So, this is my little closing, right? I'm going to read this from my phone because I forgot to upload it, y'all. When you step back and look at the entire picture, the timing of Jerry Johnson in active case, let me start over. When you step back and look at the entire picture, the timing of Jerry Johnson's inactive state case after his federal sentencing, Jose Bodega's reported grand jury role, the wave of new subpoenas and business records, and prosecutors now openly referring to Trap Boy Freddy as an alleged co-conspirator, the possibility that Jerry Johnson and Jose Bodega have provided investigators with meaningful information is stronger today than it has ever been. While the public record does not yet confirm either man is cooperating, The pattern is consistent. I repeat, the pattern is consistent with that possibility, and it's something to watch closely as trial approaches. And there go y'all legal chess, man. There go y'all legal chess episode, man. As for me, it's in the dirt for me. What y'all laughing at down here? I can't breathe. I got 4 hours. Y'all don't rush the process. I know it's over with, baby. It's over with, baby. What y'all there? Did he say closure? What y'all there laughing at? WD, what's up with you, bro? I see you in the building, my guy. Be you, Josh. Quit trying to sound like. See, I hope y'all got this nigga up out of here. I'm trying to sound like a fucking female. What type of shit is that? These people weird, man. These people just come through and say any goddamn thing. But what y'all laughing at down here, though? What is everybody laughing at? Hey, get Black Apache the fuck up. Get your Black Apache ass the fuck up out of here. These ain't clothes. What y'all laughing at, man? I'm scrolling through. I see everybody there laughing and shit. Drop the intro, pimping. Oh, man. What up, man? Start all the way over. Hell nah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, don't slow down. Let's go, Josh. Slow down, my guy. She just want me to be in this motherfucker. All right, I don't know what y'all down there tripping about. What's up, Mama T? I really miss the CB used to read. Hey man, look. I fuck with your Cadillac done, but we don't say them letters over here, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't say them letters, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason them 2 letters should be even being discussed. Hell, if you miss it, then hell, hit her up and tell her to go live so you can listen to her. Other than that, nah, them 2 letters are rebuked. From this channel. I swear to God. I wanted you to be here at 8 p.m. The devil is a liar. Shitting me. Hey, I mean, 3 hours is too long. I wasn't planning on being here for 3 hours. I wasn't planning on being here for 3 hours, man. I was not planning on being here for 3 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? But I will do y'all a solid though. If anybody want to pull up and hit the panel, it's 405 over here where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably stay to about 4:30, 4:45, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'll drop the link. And if anybody got anything they want to chop it up about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but respectfully though, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Please refrain from mentioning any negative spirits or whatever. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate you, sis. Yeah, please refrain from all that. Hold on, let me see. All right, there go the link. I don't know why it's having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection. Can y'all still hear me? Said Josh, that's a lot of info. Great job. I know it's a lot. That's why I don't do this every day. I don't do this every day, man, because I know I be putting a lot of, you know what I'm saying, dip on the chip. Appreciate you, Miss B. Thank you, Sis Kim. Now I ain't begging nobody to come up here now. No, we most definitely get the fuck up out of here. But I want to, you know what I'm saying. I knew my sis Kim was coming up here. Let's go, Kimberly.
And another one.
Let's go, sis. What's up with you?
It was great. It was great. I had my doctor's appointment earlier, so I couldn't listen to everything. So of course, gotta be part of that replay game. But I want to say you did an excellent job.
Let's go, sis. Appreciate you.
And thank you all so very much for all the likes. The likes are high this evening, and I really appreciate that. But if you have not hit that like button, please hit it.
Let's
if you
go.
have already, thank you for the donations. Thank you for the gifts. Then let's get talking. I do believe Jerry's cooperating. My personal opinion. But people, you never know what you will do until you're literally faced with that situation. We can always say what we will and will not do.
Right.
But as the old saying go, when the rubber meets the road, will only be that moment when you really know. And I say that because there were men, and there are men that's from old back in the day that stay quiet, will refuse to cooperate. But those are very far few in between nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's that day and age over with.
Exactly.
What's okay, Kira, baby?
So stay out the streets, people. There's nothing but death and destruction in the streets. Period.
Snakes and rats.
There you go. get snaked by your own
Ain't
people
nothing but snakes and
sometimes.
rats, man.
Absolutely. And so I still believe, Keywan, that's my little bro or whatever. I'm trying to, at least be positive in his life because he got to be, even if he's however long, he still need that positivity. He still need that encouragement because he do have mental issues. And from my understanding, I have not heard it yet, but I heard things here and there about how tragic his childhood was.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
excuse what
yeah,
he have
yeah.
done by any means,
Right,
but
right.
hurt people hurt people.
No, that's facts. But real quick, Miss Ken, let me shout out my bro WD for his $10 contribution, man. You know what I'm saying? My bro been locked in for the longest, man. He said I missed a lot, but replay gang. Most definitely, man. Most definitely, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But yeah, that's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like when I was saying I got a better feel for who Key1 is as a person. You know what I'm saying? Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, you know what I'm saying, with my lame green squares. Like, you know what I'm saying? I come from places like a couple of my partners, you know what I'm saying? Then did some treacherous things. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I got partners locked up and for all types of reasons. You know what I'm saying? I done seen all types of things. So I be more quick to clown. You know what I'm saying? A nigga like Yella Beezy or somebody like one of them. Cause Key1, man, truthfully, and it's very unfortunate. You know what I'm saying, man? Just me, just based on what I heard, I don't know Key1 from a can of paint. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But it's so many young brothers like Key1
Mm-hmm.
who, before they even pick up a gun, drugs, whatever, they never really had a first shot in a life that they didn't even ask to be in. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna say bad parents, but I say irresponsible parents. You know what I'm saying?
And
Parents
sometimes,
that want to be your friend more than your parent, and like some of these young boys, man, they just don't even have a. But people like Yella Beezy, though, you know what I'm saying? Like
yes,
I ain't saying Yella Beezy ain't never been through nothing, but bro, come on, man.
he had
Come
a
on,
better
man.
shot.
Yeah, man. You didn't have to do the stuff you did. You know what I'm saying? You was rich, wealthy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. So I'd be more so to clown a nigga like Yella Beezy who chose that life versus a nigga who that life chose. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely, I do. And as I was talking to him the night before, but even more so last night, but and as he was going on and on and on, I heard the hurt and the betrayal in his voice, and even how as he was talking, he reminded me so much. And I have to keep going back to the young Dolph case, like the Cornelius figure. They thought
Mm-hmm.
he was another Key1, and he flipped the script on them.
Right, right. I don't think I don't think I would have wished Knies would have done because he did snitch, but he didn't have no evidence. He threw the letter because he had a letter from Big Jook. He
Hmm.
had evidence. He threw it all away.
Now, Josh,
He flushed the letter. He flushed the letter down the toilet. So I was like, man, I wish you would have knew that you was gonna snitch before you snitch because you would have kept some of it. But
as it
no,
relates to that, I believe there was a lot of money being paid, in that situation why things went the way it went. But
most
bringing it
definitely.
back, to the Key1, they left him in there to die.
Mm-hmm.
They fronted him here and there, but then they just after a while they just left him to die. And then
Mm-hmm.
people, the GRC stuff come about, and then you get the cooperation. Now you're getting this, and now you're getting that, and then
Right.
Bodega take that deal because when I asked him what deal were they offering you, basically, like you said, what Bodega has now. He said he was going to walk free, be an informant, that was going to protect him, and they was going to pay him, but he refused to give up two people, and that's Trav and Yella.
Nah,
They
for real.
used him and threw
Hmm.
him away.
That's how they doing. That's how they doing, man. That's why.
But he knows
Go
some of
ahead.
them bodies are. He know where those bodies are, dead bones are too, because in my opinion, he was there. The one that did what he needed to do. If you understand what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying. You know what I mean? So he got some dirt on them too.
It's like, who is this guy Keywan? So I think Josh should tell us about who he is in great detail. I don't know this nigga. So I don't know who that nigga is.
Yes, he was looking for love. He was looking for acceptance. That's
Yeah.
more acceptance. And
Mm-hmm.
so you would have those figures that'll do whatever. And he was only, what, 21, 22 at the time?
Yup. If not that, younger than that. He probably
But
just
but
turned
the
20.
but the difference that we as a race, meaning us, our black brown people, what we have to stop doing is throwing our young people away to the wayside, even when they make horrible decisions like this. The other races, they still, keep in contact. They encourage them. They do that.
Right.
They do that. We got to start doing that.
Nah, that's
Miss T
facts.
Topics, I'm not sure if you heard me in the beginning. I'm not at all excusing his behavior. I will never ever do that. He was
Oh,
one
no, yeah, yeah.
hundred percent wrong, but I'm saying looking at the whole picture, and that hurt people so
I mean,
easily.
but that's really the story though. Like man, man, bruh.
Can
Like
you imagine though?
again. So a lot of these young boys, man, they even outside the Mo3 situation, a lot of these quote unquote YNs that you and I'm gonna get to you slide after I say this, but a lot of these quote unquote YNs that we see crashing out and just doing stupid ridiculous shit, heinous shit, hellacious shit. Like man, them a lot of them, because you do have some who man who didn't even have to even touch a street. Mama had a 2-parent household. Mama
Yep.
there, daddy there, nigga played pee-wee football, nigga. Why is you in the streets? But again, though, man, there's a lot of these young boys, man, and in the course, man, we're gonna judge their actions. Of course, it's not an
Absolutely.
excuse. It's not an excuse at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to ignore that these young boys don't even have a fair chance in life, and they ain't even asked to be in this motherfucker. Like
And
I was
that's
close. I was close to being like, it's all about decisions. You know what I'm saying? You could be going through that stuff in the midst of the trenches, and every young boy, and some females, you know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And some girls, some ladies, our nieces, nephews, little sisters, little brothers, we all faced. Because some of y'all don't talk to y'all little ones, y'all grandchildren, y'all nieces, so y'all don't be knowing. But a lot
Mm-hmm.
of us, man, especially for the ones in them trenches, man, you faced with a decision, bro. Either I'm gonna go this way and do what all the rest of the hurt older men I see or the young niggas I would want. Either I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna go the other way. Everybody faced with that decision, man.
They
And
need to do
and
like
once you
Trey
make
did.
that decision, whether you go right or go left, you can't come back from that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no coming back because you only gonna get deeper and deeper and deeper into it. And that's
Right.
how niggas like Key1 is birth.
Yep. They need to make that decision Trey did in Boys in the Hood. Let me out. I'm not gonna be a part of this.
Mm-hmm. Mama T said, I know someone that had nobody was given the Buckner Children's Home. He's very successful now. He worked in his own place and all through high school. True story. Now, hell yeah, I know a lot of people that it came that what they call them roses that grew from the concrete. Yeah, those are actual real things for real, for real. So yeah, it ain't no excuse. It ain't no excuse at all. You know what I'm
Make
saying?
wait a minute. Make no mistake about it. I'm never ever excusing his and the others' behavior.
Right.
I'm just when things like this, we need to look beyond what has already transpired. We also need to look at everything else in its totality and how we can be a help and a positive because these children are our future. They're going to be taking care of us when we get old. But if they keep killing each other, we're not going to have anybody.
Nah, for real.
If I want to let the other person talk, I'll be quiet.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Slide. Let's go. Slide. What's up with you, bro? You here? 'Cause I ain't heard you
What's
say
up,
nothing.
my boy?
What's up with you, gang?
Man, what's up, gang? I'm proud of you, Josh.
Man, you already know. Man, I
Hey,
appreciate you, boy. I appreciate you,
you
man.
my baby, bro. I'm proud of you, brother. For
Now,
real. Keep going.
slow down on the baby, but I
No,
fuck with you.
no,
Slow
that's
down.
our lingo. You feel me? That's how we talk
Lord
up
have
here.
mercy.
Let's make sure we put that out there. There's a crazy clip. You know what I'm
No, but
saying?
listen. On a
Nah,
serious
real
note,
shit though.
though,
Let's go.
if dog plead guilty or take a plea deal, that hurts Yella Beezy's case. That's a conflict of interest. And then the other night when he was talking, and he was talking about the two people that he was talking about Bodega and Jerry.
Right,
Thank
You feel
you.
me?
right,
That's
yeah.
He
exactly what I've
it,
been
it
saying.
wasn't trap when he said he don't want the star. He talking about Yella. He ain't worried about Yella. But see, this the thing right here, because I kind of understand where he going and what he finna do. But this the thing that's gonna fuck him up because like he think he can get a deal just off the simple fact of what he know and stuff like that, which pretty cool. You know, you probably can. But
Right.
yo, where you gonna hit the wall at is they already was watching y'all since like 2017 or something, and
Mm-hmm.
then they didn't even know they circle was already infiltrated. Y'all got informants in y'all circle, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's high ranking members. So like even though you got a plan that you feel like gonna work, you're gonna hit a brick wall because your homies is informants. Now it's a missing piece that ain't nobody talking about, and that's Ray Jackson. You know what I'm
I
saying?
st-
He
I
he
still
got
gotta I still gotta get that episode together, man.
man,
Ray
he's a
Jackson,
big piece to this.
he was infiltrated too by the informants, with the washing of the
Jerry.
money, and
I
so
got
he's already out because Madam O covered it. He's already out. He did his little time. and I think he's driving trucks or something. But he's already out, people. If you didn't know, but Sly, you're 100% correct. It's Bodega and Jerry because he said they're the two closest. And remember, Jerry hurt him. Remember when he found out? I think it was you, Josh, and Mahale, and the other person I can't mention was talking to him about information he had no idea about, and that he's talking and cooperating. And they said that hurt his soul, and he would have killed for him. He'd have gave his own life for him. So as he was talking about the two-headed monster, a culture, I knew he was talking about Bodega and Jerry because according to him, they both was in a cell together. And I asked what was the time frame, but he couldn't give me a real time frame. I'm not sure if that's just because he wanted to hold back or if he's not sure.
Man, look, all I can say is this, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, deals, even deals in real life, outside of like court or a plea deal, or whatever. Every deal comes with negotiations, and negotiations is based off leverage. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We gonna have to see because it all depends on what Key One got, man.
Key-One gotta have something
It all
major.
depends on what Key One got because like over waiting to take your plea deal could leverage you out of negotiations. Like we got Jose and Jerry. Do we even need a Key One? And this, as far as the MO3 case go, now information about other cases, you know what I'm saying? So what kind of deal would I if Key One could only give me information about the MO3 case, and I got Jerry and Jose Bodega already. I got your big homie. You know what I'm saying? So what information could Key One give me about the MO3 case that would create him some super immunity type leverage? No, it don't work like that.
It may not be the MO3 case, or the Shondon Ruff or whatever that case.
Siobhan Randall.
Right, I believe it.
Let's
If
go.
anything, it would be that because Keywan is hurt and he feels betrayed. He wants revenge, and can you blame him?
Now another thing too, if he got any type of communications, evidence, anything documented evidence that can really prove that Trap paid anything, that could be crucial as well. That could be crucial as well.
They
Well,
say
he was
work the
alluding. He
squills,
was
get the max
alluding to
deal.
the fact that he knows some, and he got because the story he was telling, bro. I catch on. You feel me? When you in the streets, like he said, street people will catch on and stuff like that, and certain women to catch on. I understood exactly all the shit that he was saying. He was basically saying that he got some. He got some that can basically fuck up whatever Bodega and Jerry got going on. He said that he peeped the play, basically that they trying to get out the situation and put it all on him, and he peeped it and stuff like that. But shit, from the look of it, bro, and from the paperwork, it's you against everybody.
Him and Yella is what it looks like. Them two, everybody
Yeah.
against both of them.
He better get out the way. And it sound like that what it sound like that what he realizing. But I want y'all, cause Mama T, she said, what does Siobhan Randall case have to do with this case?
I'm finna tell you exactly what it got to do with this case. See, a lot of people didn't see when you watch this shit from the beginning.
What's up,
You'll
ladies?
know that Keywan was locked up with Darius Fields in the feds.
Let's go.
Now, when they was in the feds, I don't know if they cell was tapped or if Darius Fields was working. But his case, his fed, because they reopened Siobhan Randall, and this is what he talking about when he said the other case got him shook. Because them people, Darius Fields and the Owens boy, they working against him. You feel me? Dude case moving along with Keywan case. So it looked like another indictment finna come down on Keywan once this is all said and done. That's what it looked like.
Yep.
So basically, it's just like Bodega. He was caught up in the GRC RICO, but he wasn't caught up in the MO3 situation. But he gave information that linked everything together.
Right.
So now you got the state working and you got the feds working. So the feds is behind the scenes working their own situation. So when the state get out the way, here come the feds, and that shit finna be big, bro. Because whatever I kind of know some of the stuff, but bro, that them other little M's.
That's why they keep saying it's bigger than Mo3.
Yeah,
a
lot of people saying that, and they keep mentioning other cases and all of that. Now, me personally, I don't know. I don't know too much about the Siobhan Randall case or the characters involved. I ain't gonna lie to you. So
some of the things
that's when I lean on people like Madam O, my boy Slide. You know what I'm saying? And other people that I know. You know
some
what
of the
I'm saying?
same
But
characters are involved allegedly, Josh.
so Mama
Um,
T said so. Darius snitching on Key1. Then she said Darius is said unaliver of Siobhan though.
They said Keywan
I
is
spoke
the
to you,
alert.
Leezy. I spoke to you, Leezy, baby. Yeah, you might probably didn't hear me because my boy Slide was talking. But say that again though. You said who was what?
They said
Keywan.
allegedly Keywan, and that shit got him shook. See, he didn't when we was telling him when Madam O I was in the chat and I was telling when I got on the panel, I was alluding to the fact that the person that you was in the feds with case is moving along with yours. You need to be looking out, bro. But he trying to gain friends and get me kicked off the panel. I was like, fuck it, I ain't gonna even tell him.
That's if you sometimes with Keywan, if you hot on his tail, he don't want to hear it. And there's other time he may entertain the BS a little bit, but for he really don't want to hear it. Just like I was telling him about, he was saying he said, she said, basically people lying on him, and I remind him about the video, the surveillance. Oh, he
Bullshit.
got upset quickly when I mentioned that. Kept mentioning going back to that. He did not like when I said those things at all.
Cause in
Bullshit,
his
juice
word,
box. Bullshit. It says so. So is that why some of the people in the Siobhan cases in Dallas on the bench won?
bingo. There you go. Bingo.
And
I was trying to tell him. I was trying to tell him, but hey, he didn't want to listen.
another thing
Dude
that
hopped on his case.
they're working together, meaning the state and the feds. And so once the feds got probably everything they need because they extremely patient. They will wait and let you do whatever. They're not like the state and the government. They be so thirsty to arrest you like that. They want to get as much dirt and they want to try to get to the biggest fish they can get to before they come swooping in.
And Rainwater was the first person years ago. I'm talking about probably 2-3 years ago. Like at random, he used to pop up and be like, he just used to mention the Siobhan Randall case.
Ray know a lot of stuff, but
He just used to mention this before any of this stuff, before like Madam O started going through the paperwork and like way before any of this stuff. Ryan used to always pop up, especially over there at Ratchets, and he always mentioned, not always, but
here
very
and
like
there.
yeah, here and there, he'll mention the Siobhan Randall case, but I never really, what I'm saying, looked into it and all of this stuff.
I will give Rain. He was genius the way he played it for them to start, gloating and clout chasing after what they did to Mo3 and talking about it, and rapping about it in interviews. He was very brilliant on how he played to get them to start talking. So I appreciate that from him for sure.
The other player too is Devontae Owens. That's the other dude that's locked up for the Siobhan case too. But yeah, man, it's looking real deep for that boy. He in the water for real.
I believe Rico is coming
Oh, it's already here.
because
It's just a matter
they
of
were
time.
not just named Trap as a co-conspirator just because of, as I keep saying, and the fact that they are, even though he's on the street, they will they'll let you know what they're investigating. It's not like they just find out all of a sudden. No, they let them know that they're investigating, from my understanding with the feds. So they were aware of what was going on. They were aware there was an investigation. But by the time they let you know, it's already too late.
But I think if Trap, I, I I don't see Trap being attached to this indictment, but I can most definitely see Trap having his own trial for this Mo3 shit after Yellow Beezys.
Easily.
I think a lot of stuff that come out, especially because Trap gonna be heavily involved as a co-conspirator now in the Yellow Beezy case. You know what I'm saying? As far as evidence and motive and all of that. So I think that they're gonna use whatever that comes out, whatever that's admissible about Trap Boy Freddy that comes out in this trial. They're gonna also use that against Trap Boy Freddy. It's gonna be like killing two birds with one stone. That's why they.
Right.
That's why is if you just look at the documents, you would think that Trap Boy Freddy was indicted, but he's not. Because if they're gonna indict Trap Boy Freddy, because indicting somebody means you got to have a lot of proof. So you can make somebody a co-conspirator in paperwork, but in order to indict, you have to have at least something to have probable cause.
Well,
They're gonna indict him at the end of the trial.
I
Might
will say this,
if they
Josh.
got their evidence, they have some type of communication, something.
Slide and Josh, I will say this. It's easy to get an indictment from the grand jury. Sometimes these prosecutors just choose to kick it to they can have enough to actually charge, but they will just kick it to the grand jury because for whatever reason, usually political or whatever personal, they will do that because it doesn't take much really to get indicted. For real, for real. That's why
Yeah,
the old saying
they
go there, indict a ham sandwich because it can just be enough. It may not be enough at that point
But
for
this,
the conviction, but it's
but
enough
this
to
how
get
they
you
do
arrested.
this how they my bad, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that goes true for, let's say, poor people or people from a lower class. But when you're dealing with somebody
niggas with
like a
money.
trial boy friend, they can hire expensive lawyers.
Right.
You're gonna want that indictment to be able to withstand all the rigmarole, all the pretrial wars, litigations, and all of that. Because then now you will look stupid, and you could potentially get yourself caught up in some shit as a prosecutor or a DA or whoever. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
for poor people who probably don't have the resources to hire the best lawyers, yes, you can indict them with a ham sandwich. But to a nigga that got money, nah, you gonna be careful. That's why, not to take it off, but that's why they handling got it with kid gloves. You don't think they got enough probable cause? At
Come
least
on.
probable cause against Gotti, but no, they know he got money and he gonna be able to fight this tooth and nail. So if we gonna indict a nigga like Gotti or some on lesser level, Trap Boy Freddy, or any of these niggas got money, nah, we gonna make sure that when we stick them, it's gonna stick.
Yeah,
It ain't no getting out of this once we get you.
But
I
you know
agree.
what? Not hold on real quick, Miss. What is it? Reflections.
Kimberly, you can just call me Kimberly.
How you doing, Kimberly?
I'm well in yourself.
I'm fine, baby. Look, listen. It's something that stood out. A couple things stood out with me to me with Trap situation. One, I heard that they released the money back to him and gave him extra money with it.
Really?
No.
Is it?
No.
I know you're trying to
They
get the
they
money back.
they they came to agreement. The state kept 20,000. Tribal Freddy didn't fight the money issue. The state kept 20,000 and they gave Trap Boy 5,000, but that 5,000 gonna go to Trap lawyer. So really, the state kept 20,000 and his lawyers kept the 5,000 and some change.
You see how dirty
So
the
look,
government.
listen.
Look,
So with the situation with his homeboy, with them having the evidence that they have, and with him coming into police contact, I want to know when they took him down to the jail, did they release him or did he get out on bond?
Now, it's
That's,
they released
from the
him.
way it looked like it was a catch and release.
But remember,
but
Josh,
see,
you all were trying to get information and they
Hmm.
wouldn't give it to you all.
Right,
And I was still shocked that he was trying to fight for that money when he got all that money. Like, dude, let it go. And
right.
remember that dude called on a jail call, saying that he thought Trap set him up. He allegedly served him, and boom, now he's behind bars. And allegedly, Trap's supposed to be an informant as well. If we're gonna keep it funky,
but he came into police contact. They catch and release just fishy to me, bro.
that's the
Especially being being a warden of the state or the federal government. You know, because I've been to prison before. When you're a warden of the state or the
Hmm.
federal government,
And on top
and
of that,
you come into police contact or you get arrested, you got to do sanction days because you're not supposed to be in any activity. And then the dude that you doing business with is a known fella, and you at a trap house, a known trap house.
right.
so Slide.
Two violations.
That tells you that the feds they let him go because that they're watching him, they're investigating him. That's the
Right.
feds having them release him, letting him know we on to you. And I mean, if you got all that evidence against you and they arrest you, why would they so easily let you go? Not even for a freaking bond, because the feds are behind the scene running that right there. That's why.
And another thing, just another possibility. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the name of the county that picked them up.
The
But
same,
I believe.
I think it's the same county, Cardinal County, or whatever the trial was at. If I'm not mistaken, it
You
starts
should.
with a T.
Okay, maybe it
Colin.
was. But some of these smaller counties that have like they little county jails, like you go to Dallas County, okay, yeah, they made woo woo woo, but you can get out like it to me it make more sense if he went to a smaller county to where he had warrants at and they did a catch and release on him. You know what I'm saying? A smaller county versus in a big county. So I mean, a catch and release, especially for somebody like Trap Boy Freddy, it's possible. It's possible.
That's like mind game. They play mind games with you too, because they want you to be nervous. They want you to be, off your pivot, that you're not on your A game. So they play them little mind games, let you know that we watching you. And they'll do that. They'll let you go because there's no way he should have been let go.
There is no way possible, money or no money. You came in the police. I see one thing. When you in the game, you know how to peep little informant moves. One of the things that happens when an informant is amongst you, you start getting raided. You feel me? That's one of the main things. You started getting raided because that informant, and it can only come from a couple places. Either the person you working with or your clientele is telling on you. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of easy to break it down and nail it down to, because dude that's locked up alluded to the fact that, and that's where all the rumors started coming in at. You feel what I'm saying? So when you look at it in from a street perspective, you know what I'm saying? When you look at it, bro, it's just impossible to get released with no incident, and you are a warden of the federal government.
I mean, it do make sense. Trap for me, man. Trap for me, and we gonna get ready and close this out too, y'all. Cause it's about 4:34. My battery dying, my laptop battery dying. So we gonna get ready to close it out. But we can close this. We gotta rush the conversation. But to me, Trap is an interesting figure. You know what I'm saying? Cause 1 minute I feel like the nigga snitching, then developments happen that make me feel like, well, this not like I don't when I just don't see the same movements with Trap that I see from a Jerry or Jose Bodega. You know what I'm saying? I believe if Trap Boy Freddy was snitching in this case, the MO3 case. Now the drugs, the streets, it looks away. You know what I'm saying? And I know I didn't came up here and I didn't tell you. I might change my mind again because Trap is a confusing figure. Because yes, he subpoenaed, but the subpoena ain't executed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they didn't talk to this nigga, they expect this nigga to testify or not. And now he's listed as a co-conspirator.
Let me break it for you, Joe.
Hold on, let me I'm from land a plane. If this is my belief, right? I could be wrong, and correct me if I'm wrong. If Trap Boy Freddy was working with them people in this case, in the MO3 case, right? They wouldn't list him as a co-conspirator a month before trial. I think it'd be the other way around. You will see that subpoena executed if he was working. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they going the opposite way now. It's like, okay, we not gonna use him as a witness, but now let's hit him with this co-conspirator. You know what I'm saying? You go from a potential witness to a potential defendant. That lets me know something changed in that dynamic between Trap and the state. Something changed or something didn't happen. To go
Probably
from being
changed his mind.
to go from being a potential state witness to a co-conspirator, something changed. You know what I'm saying?
Just like Sly just said, he was cooperating, then he backed out of the deal. So now that's what I was saying earlier about the night before with Keywan, that if they know you have information and you choose not to cooperate, they'll come at you even harder. So I personally believe he was cooperating allegedly, and then he backed out of it, and then okay, well now we're gonna do this to you because again they're playing mind games, and the state and the feds are working together. And think about it, why would not both Trap and the guy that he served both not be locked up together? They watched it go down. Why only the one you serve get locked up? Because he's working, in my opinion.
And then they see you with the bag. They get the contents of the bag. And this the thing right here. The contents of the bag, the gun stood out to me because it had a button on it. Now that's federal itself. You feel me? The gun itself is federal, but the contents with the gun is straight federal. So they got the contents of the bag, and they got you handing dude the bag.
I believe they was trying to get Trap though. I believe that again, man, when you dealing with people with money, you just gotta move smarter. You know what I'm saying? You the police, they move smart where they know they dealing with it. Especially, I mean, in Trap Boy Freddy situation, a nigga with money and power. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? That it's a whole different. So when I heard things like even the catch and release thing, like with a nigga like me, you know what I'm saying? It probably go that way, but with a nigga with money, power, influence, even political ties, you got to throw all that into the mix. So catch and releases and all this stuff we talk about, it's very possible in the world They think, you know, some of these niggas live like they above the law because they know the law is gonna come at them a different way because they got money to fight back. When you don't have resources to fight back, all this stuff we saying applies to us. But when you got the resources, whether you white or black, like if Carmelo was a millionaire, Carmelo Anthony was a millionaire, that trial would be completely different. But
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. Killing MO3 open Pandora's box. Cause boy, they digging into all kind of stuff. Not just drug related, but other situations. You feel me? And then like, you know, people that don't know really what's going on, because Keywan keeps saying that. People that don't really know what's going on wouldn't understand. You know, you gotta understand what a Siobhan Randall situation happened at. Then you got to understand what was behind that situation. Once you know these things, then you will understand that all these M's are connected with the same players.
Yep, the same group of
You
people.
feel me? The same players. Every last one, from Siobhan to Bubba to Roy Lee to Mo3, all connected. So this is a bigger situation than people think.
And not only that, a child was unalived, and that gives them even more motive to go after. And you know, as far as Trap is concerned, whomever else, they pay these people off. They pay them off so they can do what they do. That's why he's been doing what he's been doing for years, meaning Trap Boy. But even John West Wilder, whatever, saying he done got caught up.
But y'all know the feds, man. The feds will sit back and watch you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example, the GRC boys, man. They say they've been watching them boys since 2013. They didn't get them boys on their federal indictment to win 2022. So, you know what I'm saying? The feds will sit back and watch you. They'll release you and all of that. But I could tell by that forfeiture case when it came to that money with Trap Boy Freddy, that's a chess game they playing. You know what I'm saying? Because if Trap would have tried to fight for that money that they have already listed as contraband, which means that you got this money by way of drugs.
Right.
If Trap, there would have been a whole case within itself. But here's the kicker though. Trap not fighting for that money is basically him conceding to the state's theory, because now the state's theory is documented, right? Because even in these forfeiture cases, the state wrote out what they probable cause, what they think the money is. They said contraband. They broke down the dividends, how it was broken down into dope money type of factions, 40s, 20s, you know, all that type of shit. They broke all this stuff down in the paperwork. So that now goes uncontested. So if they ever want to bring Trap back up, see all this stuff, sometimes they take little baby steps, because again, you talk about a nigga that got money. So we fighting different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So but all this stuff creates leverage for whatever they choose to do in the future. Because now we got on record that we confiscated $20,000 of drug money from you. And in that paperwork, they mentioned it down for whatever bloods. They mentioned all of this stuff is written up like a federal indictment. But it's a forfeiture case. So just pay attention to that, man. I don't think they done with Trap. I just think they being smart.
Right. And if he will in fact be indicted, just imagine all those property he has will be forfeited too, because of how it was retained or obtained.
Right.
Through dirty money. And you can't go to court asking for dirty money or illegal money. You can't come to court with dirty hands and ask for stuff like that back. You're gonna lose it.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts, man. That's facts. But you know, of course, we ain't done with Trap Boy Freddy at all, man. Trial is approaching, and yeah, we gonna revisit all of these players on the board, man, and where they stand as we are a month away from trial, because things may have changed. You know what I'm saying? What we thought 3 months ago, like Jerry, for example, his case being inactive probably didn't mean nothing 3, 4, 5 months ago. But the closer you get to trial and his case still inactive, they let us know more. Trap Boy Freddy subpoena. You know what I'm saying? It's still being unexecuted a month away from trial. What do they mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't done with Trap Boy Freddy. We're gonna go down through there with all these boys before the 24th. On God, man.
And another one.
Yeah, man, but we ain't done. Man. I'm gonna be back. I'm finna end this though, cause it's about 4:45. My laptop dying. I'm hungry. I most definitely appreciate y'all though, man. I most definitely appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be back Saturday, probably around about the same time I did today, about 12:31. I kind of like these early lives a little better. Man. So yeah, I'm gonna be back Friday or Saturday. More than likely Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back, you know what I'm saying, chop it up, whatever. And yeah, I better drop the link and we can most definitely get it in. Salute to my girl Kiki, man, for those cheers over there on Twitch, man. The Twitch was kind of bone dry today, man. Twitch was kind of bone dry today, but I most definitely thank you, Kiki. I like them better too, Josh. Y'all like them. I like them better because I can go and enjoy my day. You heard me? But Sis Kim, you got any last words for the people? You wanna rap headlock again?
No, ha 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 ha. But you know what though? It's cool, and I think everyone allowed me on their panel. I know somebody had made a comment. She be on everybody live. She need her own channel. Actually, I have my own channel. I just don't upload or go live. And it's an inspirational one, but I probably will take one. But no, my only words will still be, get out the streets if you are. If you're not, stay out of it.
Nah,
Do what you got to do. There's nothing but death and destruction in there, and this life should not have been taken. But it was, and it's unfortunate. But much love to Mama 3, Nicole, and his family.
Nah, for sure. I most definitely appreciate Sis Kim. You know what it is, girl. Be careful in these YouTube streets now. You be outside. Be careful, because if I ever hear somebody playing with you, I'm popping out. But keep doing your thing, man.
I'm positive and I'm respectful, and I'm not gonna go back and forth with anybody. So.
Yeah, you represent us well over here, man. I be seeing Sis Kim like, okay, Sis Kim, she know what's going on. She ain't letting nobody okay, Shanice, you gotta hit me up on IG or something. Do you have my Instagram, my email, whatever?
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot to tell you, Josh. If you know if you got Mr. Lawton's information, give him my phone number so he can call me.
Okay.
Or if you don't have it, actually, I'll just go ahead and send it to you just in case you don't have it, because I need to chop it up with him behind the scenes.
Okay, I got you. Well, send it to my IG, and I'll make sure you have it.
All right, thank you. I'm out.
All right, Sis Kim, my boy Slide, man. You got any last words for the people? Slide and probably slid already. Hold on, I'm putting my those my contacts right here. I need to start putting on my ticker so I can just cross the screen. All right, my boy Slide and slid the fuck up out of here without a word. Let's go, man. Salute to my boy Slide, man. Salute to Sis Kimberly. But yeah, man, that's my IG and my email, Shanice. Let me know if you got the send a DM now. Okay. All right. Just give me a minute after I leave this. Give me a minute to decompress. You know what I'm saying? Put some on my belly and do all that. Then I got you. I promise we can chop it up, whatever the case may be. MJS, I appreciate you, man. Josh needs to stop acting like he didn't come from the home of the 12 hours live. But I never been a 12-hour live nigga. Hell no. Hell no. I can't do that, man. I can't do that, but I most definitely back Saturday, Friday or Saturday, but more than likely Saturday. More than likely Saturday, same time, same place, around about high noon, 12, 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? This Saturday, Friday live. We got some more stuff to chop it up about. But I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know we gonna leave this bitch the same way we came in every single time, man. Even in a room full of 100 haters, we ain't gonna change and we ain't gonna waver, man. I'm always remain a real one. I hope and pray that you do the same, man. Be real with yourself. Most of all, man, be real with yourself, man. Be real to those that are real to you. The easiest way to live life, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to ask no questions, none of that. Just give people the same energy they give you. You real to me, I'm going to be real to you. You say fuck me, then by default, it's fuck you. You ain't got to ask no questions. You got just reciprocate the energy, man. But look, stay prayed up, man. Stay prayed up. Keep God first in y'all life, man. For real, man. No matter what you going through, man. Keep God first, man. Trust God. Trust and believe. He know what he's doing, man. He know what he doing. Just trust him, man. You know what I'm saying? And when you saying them prayers, put a prayer in the sky for your boy, because I most definitely be needing them, man. You heard me? Salute to everybody that supported the channel. Hit the like button, sent the CashApp, gifts, cheers, help complete the goal, renew or gain the new membership, man. Salute to all y'all, man. I thank God for y'all. Love y'all, man. I'm gonna see y'all again this week. This ain't it. It's still boots on Nick, man. This ain't it. And remember, man, it's only us, man. Ain't nothing changed, man. You heard me? Ain't nothing changed but the voice doing the reading. But my nigga, it's only us, man. Don't let them in, man. It's only us. Don't let them in, man. I'm gonna see y'all around. Y'all be safe in them YouTube streets and them real life streets, man. Deuces.
God.
Thank you, Juice, for them gifts. Thank you, Juice, for them gifts. I see you, baby.
On bubble, man. 3G4L.
Salute y'all, man. Y'all have a beautiful rest of y'all week, man.
Look. Another state with the game. Got my foot in the sand. Don't mention me in none of your comments. Go pick up your man. Slide and don't say nothing.
Thank you, sis,
they
Kim.
fuck on the bitch. All they know fast in jail, but they don't know what he did. Fuck the comments in
Thank
the
you,
post.
fans.
This is real life. If I ever catch a op, he gon' die that night. Bro be tryna tell me chill. No, I
I'm
ain't
gone,
living
man. Salute.
But he know I'm for the smoke, so don't believe the hype. If I got a step, then it is what it is. Balenciaga print. When I drop the little bitch, got it. Walk over him, and we won't say nothing. Fuck getting them touched, bitch, I'ma crush him. That's what I'm
Traumatized body bags, I'm corrupted by homicide. Stuck in war, I'm just trying to get you dropped in somebody. Telling the gang it's only us, don't let them in, we do it on that. Taking back 3 on everybody and my friend. So I'm riding with this crime. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. So I've been putting my trust inside my chopper. It's only us, don't let them in. Do it on our own if we got. Lay in your bushes till the morning if we got to, yeah.
100 pounds, I broke them down, I swear I ran through them. And if a nigga want them problems, we gon' tend to him. I'm in the trenches, relaxed, chillin' with my feet up in my handgun. Niggas just be talking, but I ain't saying nothing. I was taught to watch these niggas and keep a pistol. I be damned if I start laying with my nigga, even though I miss him. Niggas acting like bitches, I don't understand them, I don't get them. Got straight out the trenches with some niggas that'll come key. Remember when my granny told me I'm a man now? She seen a nigga go get it without no hand down. I'm a real nigga, hands down. Stay focused, ain't got time to be playing around. That's a spaceship in, I can hear what they saying now. Good cushion and L, designer symbols all on my belts. Look in the mirror, boy, you good, yeah, I'm just talking to myself. I just be thinking about the hood, like how I came up from there. And we ain't going back, no cost account, I promise, I swear. Yeah, I been going in, early in the morning, stacking up this paper till this shit start getting boring. I kill you, that's warning, my niggas be on it. All the fucking money got these bitches acting horny.
Body bags, I'm corrupted by homicide. Stuck in war, I'm just trying to get you dropped in somebody. Telling the gang it's only us, don't let them in, we do it on that. Taking back 3 on everybody and my friend. So I'm riding with